Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know where Robert is, and sure he'll be here soon-ish, maybe. Eh, and if he's not, then, it is what it is. I apologize if I look a little disheveled. I did just get out of the shower. Okay. But, here we are. D&D. Wow. Wait, what am I doing? Who am I? What? What's going on? Oh, fuck. Sorry. Okay, I'm good. We're good. Everybody else good? We're good? Yeah, good? Good.
Yeah.
Good. Alright, but last we had left off, our little party of adventurers had returned from an adventure within the Partitos Mountains, having murdered, or, killed a dragon at the request of some quests. Having returned with some of the items, you spent a few hours in town perusing. Unfortunately, an unfortunate event unfolded involving one Lyra before, the good graces with Van Bloom had been kind of exhausted. Darcy had one of his attacks the night after, and all of you decided to do so outside of town. A wise choice. And when you did, something strange happened. Aside from the regular, interesting, intriguing things that happened to Darcy, instead you were teleported or transported or shifted. You aren't entirely sure where you ended up, but you had fought the seemingly two beings who were in control of Darcy's current, future, and present, and past. Not really, but the doll. You figured out that there was two entities within, and one of them was slightly more positive leaning than the other one. Though there's a very thin trust there, as you aren't entirely sure if they are trustworthy. You managed to return back to the material, get back into your own places, and woke up the morning after, deciding that it was probably time to return to the city and get a proper rest, a proper time in which you could spend recovering, going back to how you were previous. But it is the morning after of the day that all of you had spent with Darcy and his pals, his buddies, his friends.
Don't call them that.
And and now you find yourselves just heading back into the city. So the question here is, did you guys want to take a long rest and begin a week-long activity of like downtime, or
Yes, please.
did you guys want to do something else before that?
I'd say long rest.
Yeah, I concur.
Okay, so if we begin the processes of a long rest, I have a new rule written. Where is it? Ah, yes. So there's two new rule sets that you guys can take a look at. The first one is skill challenges. I've written proper rules for those, so you guys can read through them and kind of determine how they're supposed to function. It gives you a
Where do
little
you
bit
find them?
more. It's under the rules. It should be the fourth one. Yeah. Also, in addition, the fifth one is now a downtime activities.
Oh, on the character sheets. Okay.
No. On the rules section of my entries. There's no actual downtime tracker on your sheets. At least not anymore.
Oh, there it is. Fucking cursed.
Yeah. Like before there was, but now it's like, oh, it's just gone.
Sorry, I completely forgot that you had a rules entry.
Yes, sir, because I don't abide by the rules and we don't listen to, various things. So the way that I would recommend you doing this is that you go into your biography or your personality traits and somewhere in there, and just like start noting down your activities and the things that you wanted to do. If you wanted to take a few minutes to just kind of read through the downtime activities rules, there is quite a lot of things in here that you could potentially do. Some of the ones that are going through and the easiest to go through are crime. Crime is one of them.
Crime.
Out of the list of activities, there's specifically two different types of activities. There is training, and then there's actually downtime activities. Training involves you trying to get better at something, such as trying to learn a skill, a tool proficiency, or a skill or tool expertise. A language, damage to your weapons, increases like your spell save DCs or things like that. It's all possible. However, it takes time and a lot of downtime. So, and also all of it requires money. So you will have to spend gold to do so. They each have a final check DC. So at the very end, when you've passed the progress required on the day after, you roll for the DC. If you beat the DC and you actually get to the point where you're like, hey, great, you beat it, then you get that actual training skill. If you don't, then it increases the progress required by a certain amount. Also, you cannot do training or things on that on more than your intelligence modifier. So I think for most of you, it's like one or two things at most simultaneously. But someone who has like, a lot of intelligence, they could, in the middle of training their skill tool proficiency, they could take a break, go into like doing a research easy, and then or a research medium or a research hard, or they could do like work in the middle of that if the downtime is a little bit longer and things like that. So they could split their attention rather than having to focus on one thing and finishing it. But yeah, some of the activities are relatively easy to understand. It's like research for an easy topic, a medium topic, or a hard topic. There's actually working to get money if you wanted to. There's, a thing that allows you to suppress your weakness if you worked, a week towards it. This works on most of your weaknesses, not all of your weaknesses, such as Darcy's. You can't suppress yours.
No, I can't because I have
Damn
zero control. I have zero, absolutely zero control over it.
But Varus, you could suppress yours, or like Lyra, she could suppress hers.
Can go to therapy.
Technically, yeah, it's something similar. There's gambling, which you could gamble your money away. However, it takes 7 days to go through a single round of gambling, but you could potentially gain double all of your money bet. So,
7 days straight of gamba.
It's essentially like 7 days of finding the right place, finding the right time, kind of going to a place where it'll accept that large amount of money, doing a variety of things like that. It's a lot of different checks just to make sure that, everything goes as smoothly as possible. Gambling is also hard. However, it is consistent if you are good with your charisma. There's also things like crafting. If you have the skills, the materials, and the space to work, as well as like the required proficiencies in certain tools, you could craft. You could commit crimes. Yeah, crimes.
How does that work? How do you determine the DC? Because I see that the DC says mugging athletic.
Yeah, so
check type.
So what I mean is like method, right, determines the actual check. So if you're trying to pickpocket
someone, it would just be athletic.
Yeah, because if you're mugging someone, you're literally fucking tackling them to the ground,
I understand
taking
completely.
their purse and running the fuck away. But if you're trying to like sneak into a place or you're trying to commit like a heist type thing, it'll all require this. But also remember that all of these things, their progress and their things might get changed depending on what you decide to do during the actual activity. So if you decide to do like, hit up a certain specific person when you're trying to do like a crime, or if you're crafting something that relates to someone that might have their own insights into it, and people might poke in and do some of that stuff on their own. And when you complete your final DC, there will always be a little bit of an RP exercise. Something that'll happen. Right? Also, if you fail your things badly enough, or if things go wrong, there are complications. Most of the time, the complication just means, you lose whatever input you had put in, and then you just gain. It's more progress you'll have to make. A lot of the other times, something like a permanent injury could occur. So good luck.
Like if I'm carving something, my chisel might go into my fucking eyeball.
Mm-hmm. If you fail badly enough. But that's why
We've all
the
been there.
permanent injury and like major loss of money, major loss of items is only a 1 to 5 on a D100 roll.
Jake, have you seen our luck recently?
Well, it's why it's a D100 and not a D20. Slightly more lenient. A little bit. Tiny amount.
Jake.
I believe in you, You could also use heroic
Don't
inspirations
believe-
for your downtime.
Don't believe in
activities.
us. We don't have a good chunk of us do not have our
Two of us
heroic.
don't have.
Well, 2.
Yeah.
The rest of you still do. I mean, you
I
guys
don't think
did
I marked it
just level up with the dragon, so it's like...
Hmm.
It's been a little while. It's been like how many? It's been like 2 months since the Canada incident. You guys are fine.
Oh, well.
All right.
TCI.
But let's pick up with our downtime activities. So, all of you, I am assuming, are limiting yourselves to 7 days, correct? And only taking a long rest and not deciding to proceed further?
We could do 7 days and talk about our next steps. We don't have a defined next step, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know what you guys want to do, which is,
Don't worry, neither do we.
Yeah.
It's why I'm always prepared for everything.
How do I change my sheet back so I can have the downtime tracker?
At the very top of your sheet, there should be a little thing that looks like a cog. If you click that,
There we
or
go.
sorry, not the cog. Oh, it is the cog. Yeah, the cog.
Yeah, it's
You
the
press
code.
it, and then you could change it to the Legacy 5e character sheet if you prefer that one.
Hmm. Fuck it. I'll just. No.
It might look
Note
a
it
little bit
down.
better for some people too, because like having a training area as well as like the biography and all that stuff. I don't know. It's up to you. You don't have to do it. I'm hoping the training/downtime module gets updated eventually so that we have a little new tab. But
I'm just gonna put it in biography for now.
I am actually going to give you guys a journal entry where you guys can take your own notes.
Like as a party or just us individually?
Both. So I will give 1 page for party notes, and then the rest will be notes that individually you can use. So this will be, I'll just give it to you guys as your actual names, so it'll be easier. Oh, there you go. However, I will edit these so that only you have access to your own sheet. So, like, no one else can see your own sheet.
And where are these found?
They're under journal, under character backstories.
Okay.
I'll just change this to the character backstories. It'll be characters. Oh, there you go. So there's the backstories, which is your normal backstories, and then I have your other stuff. And then, yeah. So Andy should have none, but have owner. Surya should have none, but he has owner. Okay, so now all of you should only be able to see your own notes and the party notes. Is that correct? Yeah?
I can't. Unless
I can't even see notes.
Oh shit!
Unless you're just talking about
Oops.
backstory.
Boom! There you
There you go.
go. Sorry,
Right.
I forgot to give you the access to the actual sheet itself. My bad.
Yeah.
Also, on a note for party notes, there's a chance that people's like, if you're writing at the same time, it'll overwrite one another.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like
If someone's safe.
yeah, it's not like Google Docs where it'll allow you to simultaneously edit. Unfortunately.
Speaking of notes, just for myself, what day were the items that we were making going to be done? If you have it written down somewhere, 'cause
I have that written
I
down.
forgot.
Give me 1 second. For the longbow, it's the 8th of Sylvia. The boots is, I think, about the same day, and the shield is probably about the same day as well. Or, yeah, sorry. Veyroon, silver plate, dragon plate armor, 6th of Sylvia.
Okay.
Longbow with a takedown attachment, ready on the 8th of Sylvia. The boots and the shield are both going to be done on the 10th of Sylvia.
Cool.
So it'll be a little bit more than 7 days. The months are only 26 days, so... Or is it
Yeah.
28? Can't remember.
28.
It's 28. Yes. To make them nicely fit in the calendar. That's what it was, yes.
Hey, yo, I just want to say, whoever put first, you're not cool. I don't know who did it, but I see it. I blame Andy.
And we party notes.
But yeah, feel free to take these down as your own personal notes for or character notes or things that you want to talk to me about or anything, whatever. It's all good. The only people who can see them is yourself and me. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. It was me. Well, I hope all of you have some plans for your downtime. Remember that each day contributes 1 progress. So I'll give you a rundown of the downtime activities just so that you don't have to read the entire thing. But essentially, during your long rest, you can do any sort of downtime activity to a minimum of 1 type. If you want to do multiple types, you require like an intelligence modifier that is higher than 2. So it's not simultaneous progress. You can only work on 1 at a time. But yeah. Let's see. Okay. Each point of progress.
Doesn't that only mean like? Doesn't that mean like only 2 of us can work on 2 different things at once?
Yep.
Because none of us have a +1 to
Yep.
intelligence.
That's exactly it.
Aside from like, I think it's me and Emily.
If we do want to change,
I've only got a +1 over here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
do we abandon all progress if we do change?
You abandon all progress. It resets to 0.
Okay.
Each type of activity costs a minimum of 25 gold to perform unless it specifically says that it's free or that it's different. So if you want to do training, most of the training is 25 gold per progress, except for expert. Expert training requires 50 gold per progress and requires 100 progress. So, it's 5,000 gold to become skilled or become expertise in a skill or a tool, as well as 100 days. Right. There are some downtime activities that don't require any sort of money. And, like the training is the one that requires 25 gold, but the actual activity itself doesn't require money unless it specifically says it requires money. So, like employer, it's free, but you're working for someone. Self, it's free. Gambling, it requires a monetary intake anyways. For crafting, it depends on what you're making. For crime, of course, it requires, some sort of, the 25 gold is dependent on your, like, essentially for the crime, it's like just spending money to get the information or spending money for the equipment and things like that. And that's where it's assumed. So yeah. Also, library investigation. It costs money to be in the library for that long, or to try and find information and do things like that. So, and this is like absolute, right? So if you get to the end, you get that 20 progress and you get that final DC of 10 on investigation, you will 100% get 2 pieces of information relevant to what you're searching for. It's not like a check where you're going to the library and you're just kind of casually reading through a bunch of books, right? This is absolute. Like, you 100% will get that information. So it's different to, like, general research.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's impossible to get, then I'll be like, that's impossible to find. You're not going to be able to find it even with a hard research roll, right? And yeah. Let's see. A certain amount of progress in a skill is required before completion, as marked in the progress required column. Each point of progress is gained by spending 1 day of downtime learning it and passing a skill check related to that skill. On the day where only progress is gained, the DC is 10 to pass the learning check. So basically, almost always it's only 10. And this is only applicable to training. Right? If the character fails the check, rolls a 9 or below, they don't lose any progress, but you don't gain any progress. However, if you roll a 20 or above, you double the progress of that day, which means you can get 2 days of progress in that day. If you fail the final check, you add a +2 to the total progress required, and you have to redo the check when the progress is filled out again. It also introduces the complication, which we roll a d100 to determine the severity. If you are going through continuous and sustained efforts to make more progress on that, so like in your guys' case, because you only have an intelligence of like either 10 or 12 or whatever, you can only focus on one. So this applies specifically for you. It means that you get a +1 to that specific activity's progress each day. So if you're working on something for 20 days and you have an intelligence modifier of +0, when a character does the same activity for a number of days equal to 7 minus their intelligence modifier, which in your case would be 0, they gain a +1 to that specific activity starting on the next day, so long as they continue doing it. And by +1, I mean +1 to the progress. So you essentially start gaining double progress after 7 days. Does that make sense?
Oh.
Yeah. And
So
also,
yeah, if I wanted,
the smarter you are, the easier and faster it'll ramp up.
so say for example, I just wanted to run my shop, I would start making money twice as fast after 7 days, practically.
Essentially. Well, the progress would fill out faster. So you don't necessarily make more money. That would be called
The progress.
but you're
my
working,
point
right?
is,
So what I mean
yes.
is, by when you're taking on the work, you're becoming your own employer. In that case, you get that money and the progress fills out faster. So you don't necessarily make money twice as fast. You just continue the progress twice as fast. It still requires 7 progress. And it would still
I'm aware.
you
However, I'm
4 days.
However, I'm filling out that 7 progress in 4 days as opposed to 7.
Yes, exactly. And that's fine. But remember that this
And then the next one is 3 after that, because fucking having
this
7 is bullshit.
ends after the end of that downtime. So after every long rest, you only get those 7 days, and whatever like continuous skill buildup you have, it no longer continues. It doesn't like remain there after for the next long rest.
Right. So say we wanted to do this for 2 weeks instead.
Yes. Then you get the, 14 days.
I'd probably hit progress like 3 times.
Okay, so it's better to take longer rest periods.
Yes, but also remember the things progress in the background when you don't do it. When you're not participating in the world.
Things progress in the background when we are doing things. The fuck are you on about, Jake?
Yeah.
I'm 90% certain that one of these days we're not going to realize it. We're going to be a week away from the apocalypse.
Well, you're probably closer than you think.
Don't pull an Andy on us.
I have a question. If I wanted to do training, but Varys
Andy, you are
wanted
very
me-
quiet.
But Varys wanted me to teach him this language. Could I only do one of those?
No, if you're going to be a teacher for one, you could actually still progress on your own training, even if you are teaching someone else.
Okay.
Oh, but do they get
Screaming at
paid?
Varus from
by the
across
other
the
person?
room.
Yeah,
Read
does
your
Varys have to pay me?
flashcards as you're doing your own thing.
No, you do not get paid the money.
Oh, you get asked to get paid?
You can ask to be paid, but that's a transaction on your
Absolutely.
own time, not on mine.
I refuse.
Okay.
That's not a portion of like the actual downtime activities costs.
Okay.
That's no longer a part on me. You know.
I'll keep it this way. If I pay to learn this language, none of you are going to understand what anyone says when we come across languages I know. Yeah, Boris, what does that guy say? I don't know. You made me pay to learn a language.
But yeah, so I don't know. It's up to you. Andy, what did you have? You had a question?
Oh no.
He was just saying that doesn't sound funny.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he was just saying that because I said, don't pull an Andy on us about the apocalypse being a week away.
Yeah, Andy.
Your Honor, it was pretty funny.
Your Honor, it wasn't me.
Your Honor, it was
Your
my
Honor, my
players. They did.
Your Honor, my client pleads oopsie daisy.
It's okay. There will be a lot of warning signs if there is something bad approaching or something
I
bad
hope
is happening
so.
in the background. Well, okay. Not always, but usually.
We never get a warning sign when when Artemis's brother appears.
Yeah.
I'm expecting him to just walk into my fucking shop at some point.
Okay. Maybe we should discuss before we take downtime, just so we can take longer downtime if we want it.
Yeah. So you could decide now if you only want 7 days or you want longer. Because regardless of
so
what
like-
you do, at the end of the 7 days is when you get your long rest and everything completed. And if you do anything during that period that you cancel it out, you cancel out that long rest, you'll have to restart.
Okay, so there's the next full moon for Darcy coming up eventually on the 6th of.
On the 6th of Sylvia.
Yep. So it's a good week and a half. I think Artemis has to go back to his base to get everything reset. I think there was a warning from one of the people there saying bad things would happen if he doesn't.
No, that was more. Yeah, that was more. Wellno was telling me that
Yeah.
something bad was about to happen, and then we immediately got jumped by my brother. So I'm inclined to believe that something bad was in fact him.
You never know, though. She was halfway across the continent.
She never
She might
did
be talking
follow
about
up on
something else.
the. She never did follow up on the X marks or whatever.
I could maybe do one more sending before we set off. Then.
Well, I'm pretty sure we sent her a message, and she said
Yeah.
that was normal.
Just
Yeah.
say it was normal.
She said she knew that you were alive. I don't know if she said it was normal. I think she just said she knew. Like it wasn't like a crazy thing that they have no idea what's happening.
I think it's a good idea to check with her because we never checked back with her after the brother incident.
To be fair, there's a lot of things in Free Reach we never exactly checked back into. There were vampires there. There were Kel left eventually, and we never. He's somewhere out there.
He's probably dead.
My
Who knows?
family's there. I should probably
There's
check
no way
in on
he's
what's
dead.
going there.
You think I'd kill
I
off
mean-
my boy? I would.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah, exactly. I know how you do shit.
All I remember is Kel saying, "I've got to leave," but he just left.
Nah, he's
Well,
too stubborn to die.
I suppose the main question here is like, what do we want to do after this upcoming week? Like, is there anywhere specifically that we're wanting to go? Like, are we wanting to have Varus go and commit patricide? Like, are we going to go
Wouldn't it
deal
be
with
patricide, matricide, and other sorts of side?
multiple sides there?
Yeah. I mean, I
My
prefer we
mother, my
could.
father, and my brother.
It'd be nice if we could find a way to suppress
Fratricide.
Darcy's events because they've really taken up our time and resources.
Doubt there's
I
going
feel
to
like
be a way to suppress the.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say, I feel like that requires a lot more effort instead of just, go to X location and,
Like
do
Artemis
Y.
said, there's a way to get rid of it all.
Yeah.
There's a portal somewhere in
There
this
is a
world, in
portal.
this realm, right now that we've already seen.
Just
And
throw them into
then,
the cosmic blender.
yeah. And then also a pit somewhere out there.
We're
The
not
problem is
going to the pit.
we're not going to the pit. So here's the problem, though, with that. And granted, it's actually a pretty big problem. Thinking about it, this doll moves on its own. This doll practically moves on its own. That or I'm blacking out, and it's just and I'm moving it to spook myself. I actually wouldn't put it past that little brat. But me dying doesn't solve the issue. They're still there. And the doll is indestructible unless they're free. It's
So if we free them, we'll fight them. And
if
that'll
we
be a
free
whole
them,
big
we
mess.
can kill them.
But can we?
Or put them in a different prison. I don't know. That's currently my working theory.
Do we have the ability to kill them? We lost to their minions quite badly.
Quite frankly, their entire race was killed by each other and other elder gods. So unless we are somehow elder gods, no, I don't think we have a chance. The only ones that might have a chance are those two. Pointing at Varus and Vestel.
I'm going to need a lot of blood from one specific person if I'm going to do anything there.
Precisely.
But yeah, so is there anything that we are wanting to do immediately after, say, this next upcoming week of us just kind of taking it easy?
I've got nothing other than maybe finding an evening to lock me away somewhere so I don't do anything. I don't trust either of those two, but hope they don't like each other. They're not wanting to work together. So I can only hope that one of them that they get in the way of each other. I can only hope that. But I'm not banking on it. I still have that amulet that the creepy merchant gave us. So I can try that, but I don't think it's going to work.
It did not work the two previous times, so
It did work the last two times. It just didn't work the last time.
We also didn't try it last time.
Yes, not this last time. But the time before that, on the mountain, it didn't work. But the other two times before that, it did work.
but the key is the two recent times the one recent time did not work, and that just yesterday, last night,
Because I didn't try.
why didn't you try? Were you compelled not to? Were these?
I didn't think of it because I was a little distraught over the fact that all of this had gone so horrifically wrong.
You've also got to remember, circumstances are a little bit different now, considering we're all attached.
Yeah. Frankly, although, as it turns out, the one that was imprisoned attached those strings to drag you in. That's not going to happen again, unfortunately. I'm looking at them. Do they have the strings still?
Give me a perception check.
I should be able to see them.
Oh, so that was the case. I'm still not sure how that dynamic between those two works. I had no idea what she was saying to you.
The both of them are sisters. The little one started following Heen, and Heen was was in opposition to a lot of other ones. And there was a war. They created the craters on the moon with their fights.
With a 12, you don't see anything attached to their foreheads. In
Do I
fact,
see any
actually,
strings on me? Because like can I see the strings?
there are no strings
There's
on
no
you.
strings on me.
There are no strings on you.
Since I've been able to see that before, can I also give a perception check?
Yes, you
Darcy
certainly
suddenly
can.
looks very concerned.
Just out of curiosity.
You don't see anything either.
Okay, that's
Oh.
additionally concerning. Relieving, but also very concerning.
So I assume that's another possession of you and another maybe attack on us, or maybe something completely different. I guess we just don't know now. We're in unknown territories.
A completely unknown territory. But well, she's not free from all of her bonds. She's still in her original prison. But the child hasn't restrained her anymore. Broke those.
Well, I guess the question is, should we free them right away, or should we get more assurances and prepare?
I would just like to
I do not
put it
trust
back in
either
your
of
head.
them.
Yes, I'd just like to put it back in your head that the one that was nice did still lie to us.
By omission, at the very least.
No, there were
They-
things that you were saying that were very clearly not the complete truth.
So we could say they both have their own agendas, and they're not.
Entirely.
She's not completely altruistic, and did not want to
Not in the
save you.
slightest. Because ultimately, she was locked up as well by something or someone.
By him?
I don't know if they were locked up by Heen. Why would he lock up his little helper?
Oh, gods can be crazy.
No, gods usually have a reason.
Those are the gods that you know have a reason. We do not understand anything about these beings other than Artemis's people try to hunt them and usually die horribly.
There's just too much we don't
If
know.
they're lucky.
Things we can't comprehend, as we just don't have enough knowledge.
Exactly my point. So don't attribute your knowledge of your gods to these ones. That's going to get us burned. Possibly quite literally.
He does seem to have a habit of doing that, doesn't they? Don't they?
Mm-hmm.
So it seems that we shouldn't completely trust Ian.
Why
Well,
was
I hope
why
that
was there
was
ever an
obvious.
option to trust that thing?
I mean, the several people who tried to attune to it. I don't know about you guys, but that was completely insane in my eyes.
I agree.
Uh,
Thank you, Veyroon.
who
But
tried to
the-
do this? It's like
Looking at the two that attempted
Artemis.
to attune to it.
There are three of them. There are three of
Artemis,
them.
Oh,
and
did
Ferris
Vestel try
tried?
and attune as well?
All
I
three of
forgot.
them tried.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
what's that saying? 90% of gamblers quit before they hit it big.
Absolute fallacy.
This is the next one for sure.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Here's another thing. It's the definition of insanity. Trying the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Oh, I've never heard about that. I've just heard definition of insanity is people doing mad things. Huh. Quite the same.
Both are applicable.
I mean, I feel like if that thing is related to Heen, then it might be pretty important to try to tune to it. It might help us.
No, you are not touching it.
Well,
Why
I
do
don't
you
have
think
to be the one to
attuning?
do it.
Why do you think attuning to the amulet that a little girl who really just wants to play around with our lives serves the elder god? It's about that. Why would that be a good idea?
Well, it's something that's related to.
Well, why would
We're
it be a
not
good
touching
idea?
it.
No, why would it be a good idea?
I mean, I
Well,
think I'd be fine.
I believe we just did not
How
have
are
enough
you
knowledge
okay with
at the time. From our knowledge at that time, we just thought it was a vampire slaying amulet or god.
This is true.
We now know
However,
more.
However, another thing. I do not want to know what happens when, I can only assume, a devout follower of Heen gets an amulet of Heen. I'm imagining a godlike version of Veyrun.
Yes.
Let's
I
do
was
that.
planning on hiding this somewhere, and somewhere none of you would know, just in case.
Do that, but keep it handy in case we need to bap someone over the head with it, please.
Oh, I don't know about handy, but it will be gone.
Get rid of it.
The only way to get rid of
Not
it
like
so that
that.
it's gone is going to the pit, which we do not want to do.
Not get rid of it like that, but just from our general vicinity.
You know, we could just use 2 bags of holdings, and we could really get rid
No.
of it.
You don't know about that.
Yeah. We can get rid of it from our eyesight for sure.
Do not do 2 bags of holding together. Do not do that. Do not do that.
Okay, we
Ever.
could just rip
Unless
one.
you are absolutely tired of living.
We could just rip the bag of holding, and it'll just be lost in the astral plane somewhere.
No.
Well, so regardless, I feel like we come back to kind of the whole starting point of this, which is after these 7 days, what do we want to do?
Reconvene? Touch base? I don't know.
I think we should touch base now, so we have more time to do what we want to do.
Like, okay, let's look at it this way. Out of the lot of us, Lyra doesn't really have anything pressing going on aside from maybe doing jobs for
that we know
her.
of.
Well, Lyra, you're not
I-
holding anything back, are you?
Not really.
I trust
have-
She also could just not know.
True. But, you know, if there's something that she doesn't know about, I'm sure it will come up eventually and we'll deal with it then.
If I don't remember
Otherwise-
it's probably not important.
Yeah, there you go. That's
So
what
you
I'm
say
talking
that-
about.
But then we've got Vestel, who everything she doesn't remember is important.
So you see, so Lyra, you know, nothing too big going on. Darcy, things we probably don't want to do right now anyways, unless we, you know, want a one-way trip into the afterlife. Veyrun, we've got his ingredient for his thing for his sister. So it's just a matter of getting there, right? I think you don't need any other
No.
like crazy ingredients. Like you don't
The
need a
devil.
beholder eye, do you?
The devil
We
essence.
need hell essence.
Essence of a
Apparently.
devil.
So we'll put a
Uh.
pin in that. We'll get that later. So then that leaves.
Out of character, we were so close to getting it.
We were so close.
So that leaves myself and, you know, the 2 Dampier here, which, again, my thing's not a big deal. You know, if my brother comes in, it's fine. We'll deal with him. At the end of the day,
You
I'd
should
win.
still get your
It's fine.
swords checked out.
And, you know, if we're in the neighborhood, we'll stop by and we'll look into it. I'm sure it's not a big deal. Which then leaves the 2 of you, which, you know, really it's a matter of do we want to delve into Estelle's mind and deal with whatever unholy abominations and horrors reside in there, or do we want to go and just kill Varus's parents?
Oh, I don't
And
know if I'm down for killing the.
Saying
family
it
like
it's
that.
going to be so simple. Like we'll just walk in there, stab them,
I
and
mean,
walk out.
Compared to going in,
Compared to fighting old gods on the moon.
I was
kind of.
about to say, compared to the other things that we have going on between a lot of us, I feel like fighting. Your parents aren't like
Or
demigods, are
delving
they?
into a blood apocalypse.
yes, of course. Just the entirety of the Midlands possibly gunning for us after this. Yeah,
I'd
that's
win.
not. That's
fine.
probably not a problem.
It's fine. I'd win.
You'd win
Do they have an Artemis on their side?
multiple, probably.
It's not a common name.
They might at least one or two in the
They might-
entirety of the
I'm
Midlands.
going to put it to you this way, Artemis. They might not be you in name, but they might be you in spirit, as in they are absolutely bloody insane.
I'd like to meet them then.
Yes, and
I
I
wouldn't.
personally can't say I am interested in murdering them.
What, you don't want to go
Uh,
kill some Oh.
Well, I'm also not judge, jury, and executioner.
Well,
And
Maybe
I would rather, if I have to kill anything, I would rather it be in self-defense or in defense of others.
let's put it
Well,
this
it's fine. I'll just attack them, and then when they attack us, you're justified in
That's
self-defense.
not what that works. Coming to the defense of the aggressor is not the same thing.
I don't see an issue, but it's fine.
In the eyes of the law, it kind of is.
Truthfully, I'll put it this: in my eyes, spiritually, they've already been judged and jury. Now they just need to be executed.
I fully endorse you partaking in these activities. I would personally, I do not want to be there holding the knife, the bag, the anything.
Yes. I could
I always
choose to look
intended
the
them
other
as being
way.
no, I can't.
Varus, I will fight on your side. I will likely die by your side. At the rate that things are going, becoming a national fugitive is not really high on my list of wants.
That's fine.
Well,
This was always intended to be a one-man project anyway.
Exactly. I figure as well that you would rather be the one to do it instead of
Yes.
outside of that,
the most I'll do for you is I'll make you invisible when you want to do it.
I will look the other way. Pretend I didn't hear this.
outside of all that, then that leaves the stealth thing, and then outside of that, if we
Delving
didn't
into the
wanna go
blood
do that-
apocalypse, you mean?
Sure. But outside of that, then I don't know. Do we just want to go and do another dragon thing, or we go and find a contract and just deal with that? Then it gives us something to do.
So
and
long as
build
it's
up
not
to...
an actual dragon, sure.
Well, I'm just saying that it's similar to it in the fact that we take on a job or whatever.
Maybe a devil this time.
I mean,
That would be pretty convenient.
that would be great, but personally, I think we have other stuff to do other than grab more jobs. We're not particularly hurting for money. We just killed a dragon. Come on.
It is a more personal thing, but I wanted to go back up north towards Tipper or Veld Lake just to see where I came from in terms of.
There we go. That's a nice thing to do. That doesn't. It has the potential for needing to be for being bloodily murdered, but not at face value. I like that. I like the sound of that.
You said Tipper or around Tipper?
My guild's base was in Tipper. It's where I woke up. My guild was
There's
killed southeast of Veld Lake.
Sure.
So would it be easier? Would it be easier for us to walk there? Or would it be easier for us to teleport to Free Reach and boat there?
That's a matter of cost.
Well, also, and now we had this conversation weeks ago when we were closer to Umber, but and we had thrown this idea out. But what if we honestly just go clockwise around this little area and just make our way back to Free Reach?
We did decide that, didn't we?
And then we can go have a chat with your parents. I can go have a chat with Welna about all this, and think of it as a spiritual reset. That's where our interest started, and it's only natural that we be there within 2 months' time.
Yeah,
Again.
I would be interested if we didn't have trouble every full moon.
Well, that's fine. We'll deal with that outside the town, and then we'll go in there. You know. Hopefully,
Yeah.
it's not like three full moons back to back to back in a week.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I don't think we should
No.
travel 2 months
I-
round trip.
I've looked at the moon cycles. The closest it gets is like every week, like twice.
Which is-
That's it.
Horrendous. That's a week.
Well, looking
That's-
at the calendar here, you know, it looks
Is
like
it-
there's a
is
full moon next on the 6th, and then there's not another one for 2 full weeks. So you know,
Yeah, so there's another one on the 24th.
that's pleasant.
And then after the 24th is the 7th of Octilia. Then the 15th of Octilia.
All I'm going to say is if we are going to go out and travel again, I imagine we should probably do that after the 10th, when everybody's gear is fully completed,
It's also true.
so we don't have to come back here for just that.
What day is it currently? It's the 23rd. Okay, yeah. So what?
Jake-
Do like stay here 2 weeks? Then is that what you're saying?
Jake, what was the list
suppose.
of teleportations we can access?
All the capitals.
So like all the places marked with the
The star
possible?
or the
Anything with a
or like the
star.
target markings.
Anything with a
Target
star
markings.
or
Because I can get to
target marking.
Ardalon.
Because you can get to Ardalon, you can get to Umber,
We can get to
Melagos,
Liana.
Free Reach. If you wanted to, you could go to Gullers, Kirkwall.
We could go to Kirkwall.
Just go
Do we
Kirkwall.
want to go to Kirkwall?
Fuck no!
What's in Kirkwall?
The racist people. Am I
Ardalon,
wrong?
Liana.
No.
I mean, yeah. If we wanted to,
Avoid Kirkwall like it's got the plague.
if we wanted to, I don't know how much time it would actually save in
Vampires.
total.
We hear news of vampires besieging Kirkwall. Like, fuck them.
I don't know how much time it'll save in total, but we could teleport to Gallows and then ride over into Tipper. But I don't know if the cost to teleport there and then get a boat then and rent a boat or whatever to then come over would be worth just, you know, spending a little bit of extra few days to travel from here to there on foot.
Well,
I do worry about traveling out into the ocean as well, because the last time we did that, we got attacked by crabs.
Yeah, personally, look, I'm
No
not
problem.
The first things first. The first things first, and I take full responsibility for this. We were on a slaving ship.
Yeah.
And they were probably preparing means of selling us.
Yep.
really?
You know, all I'm saying is, from the few experiences I've had on the ocean, they've not been pleasant. I much prefer on the ground, on my feet, able to do my own thing.
Agreed.
So, like, Jake, how
Good.
how long would it be to? Oh, that's convenient. It shows us the day. That's nice.
How very convenient.
Oh, that's so cool. So, like 8 days there, and then so it'd be like 2 weeks,
Oof,
Approximately.
2
It's not
weeks.
terrible.
and it'd be like 7 days to. Would it be about the same on boat?
Through
It's boat
Galors.
pass.
If you're going through Galors, boat goes about twice as fast as foot traffic.
It'd be like 3 days to get there.
If you're traveling with the current, if you're against the current, it's
Yeah.
about twice. It's about the same length as a normal journey.
Gotcha.
You're saying it's a
Which-
lot more efficient if we just teleport in boat by like a lot.
If you go to Galors
Yeah, but
and you travel down from there to Tipper, it would be shorter. Yes,
Oh, there's
Don't do
also
that. Ardvalast, though.
you could also do
Yeah.
Lust.
The only issue with that though is like we would be paying for both the teleport there for all of us,
Yeah,
and then paying for a boat from there to Tipper. When if we walk there, sure it takes a bit longer, but we don't spend anything.
Yeah,
and in
plus-
theory, we might actually get more out of it because then knowing our luck, we're bound to come across something on the way there.
No, this is like a time versus money scenario. I think we're more rich on money now compared to time as we were before.
Yes, because there's another thing to consider. What happens if we fail to plan properly and end up with both your brother and a full moon out at sea?
Well, then we're fucked, aren't we?
Yes,
Just
exactly.
accept it at that point.
Right.
It is what
At
it
that
is.
at that point, we need to accept that we are a walking cosmic disaster.
I will say out of character, I can. Let me look. Yeah, so I don't know how it would be up to Jake, I guess. But with my background, I might be able, if we took a land route, I might be able to get us there a bit faster with my background.
Which one do you have?
It's the one that we made, but it's courier. It's basically like when I'm traveling on foot or via vehicle, I can find the fastest route possible whenever in a city or urban-like environment, or if it is a road in like a more open area, provided I've been there before. And I think we established that I've basically been like on this whole clockwork area here.
Yeah. So if you're traveling from Melagos to Tipper, specifically with the allowance of Artemis's background, it would probably be closer to 6 days. It would cut travel time in like half.
Oh.
So I think you said it was like what? How far was it? Hold up, give me a second.
From there, it was like 8 days to that one, and then it was like
8
2 or
days
3
to Talbin, and then like 4 days to there. So like 12 days, it would cut down to 6 days.
Like 6 days.
Okay. If we teleport and take a boat, that'd be like 2 or 3 days.
It would be 3 days if you're coming in from Galors. It would be like about 3 days as well from Ardvalast, because Ardvalast is perpendicular to the current.
Okay.
So ultimately, the choice is entirely up to you guys.
Yeah, I mean it's not that big of a like
Would it be-
time cut.
Faster if we just get horses in the carriage again?
Well, I mean we already have.
No, I don't think we have
Lizard.
either.
We don't have a carriage,
okay.
though,
Yeah.
unless
Did that cut down on travel?
Darcy tries to create like a mug.
Nothing happens.
We definitely don't have a card.
I mean we could just
Can
buy
you-
one. They're not that
To
expensive.
cast spells.
Mage hand.
What do you mean? Can I
Mage
cast
hand
spells?
Yeah, Mage Hand pops up.
I can cast magic,
Just not that one.
apparently. Granted, there's no strings at all.
Oh, a good thing. I wouldn't complain about it.
That worries.
Yes, it seems like a good thing. None of my situation has been good whatsoever.
Well then, do we want to
So something
Just-
that seems good is a trap.
So do we want to just like take a couple weeks off and then just ride up there over a week and go visit Tipper, see what we can find there,
Sure, I don't mind.
and then go from there? You know, maybe we'll find. I don't know. Maybe Ardvalast has like very good vacation spots this time of year, and we can go up there, or we'll just go to Free Reach if we really.
I mean,
Want
Ardvalast
to,
is known as
or-
the city of green.
Or I
Ooh.
don't know. Well, Tipper's kind of in the middle of that whole area, so it really going there just gives us multiple options to go from there.
We'll
Plus, it's been a
we'll
while since
determine
I've
the
been
exact length of time that we are resting
Okay, so I
after the
think
first week.
no, we could rest until the full moon.
Yes, regardless of what happens, we're all meeting back up on the 6th.
Yeah, we could rest until the full moon, deal with that, and then wait until the 10th. I guess
I suppose.
because we do need all our gear before we on the long journey.
Because everybody knows we're not coming back here just for gear. That would be ridiculous.
Well, let me
Yeah.
ask, if we're leaving Malagos for a long time, do we want to see what we can find out in my mind, or is that just? Because I
Well,
want
we could do
everyone to be in
We could do that
agreement.
anytime. We just have the potion, right? Need the
But we
potion.
need his help with it, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure, don't we?
Oh shit! Do
We
we?
need Van Bloom to do it.
Yeah, but the
Uh.
potion's done, so in theory, it's can be done whenever. It's just a matter of if we want to do it now or if we want to double back at some point later.
I mean, Vesta, how do you feel about entering your mind? It's your own personal decision. And
We've talked about this as well, but the problem is that any of us go in there and we fail. Best case scenario of a failure is only one person dies, and unfortunately, that one person would be Vestel.
yes, like I personally,
Any other of us get. We are not coming back. Period.
that's
Did you
not
know-
what I'm worried about. I'm willing to help you, Vistel. I'm willing to put my life on the line, just like we've had lots of times. But this is also whether or not you want it to go into your own mind.
I've been trying to find answers about myself since I woke up. And now with other things, I feel like we can probably get more information. Maybe something about the loons even. I don't know, it could be worth it, but since it's so dangerous, I do want everyone to be in agreement. If one person says no, we don't do it.
I'm in agreement that we should do it, but I don't think we're ready.
I mean, there's a teleporter here. We can always come back if we can find a way to teleport back, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've established that just about any major like capital city or city that's large on its own has a teleporter. So in theory, as long as we're kind of going from big city to big city, we can always just pay however much, teleport back, and go there, deal with it, and hope for the best.
If you want, we could do it after we get back from Tipper. Could go to Art Villas and teleport right back.
Okay, we'll wait and see when the time's right.
I mean, it is a big decision. It's also you sealed your own memories, so
That's another
wondering
thing.
about that.
But
That's another thing to be concerned about. It's another thing to be very concerned about.
You must have something in your mind that should not be out.
maybe if we're at Tipper, we can find something that'll help us make a better decision.
I mean, if that's where your guild is from, maybe we can find some place or information or someone who knows more, and maybe that could help inform future decisions in regards to this.
I'd be surprised if we found someone who would know more, considering they all died. But we can try.
I mean, you never know.
For right now, though, we will reconvene on the 6th. Yes?
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
All right.
So, the 6th of Sylvia is when you're reconvening?
Yes.
So, a total of 10 days.
Yep.
Sorry, 11 days, actually. 1, 2,
We count
3,
today?
4, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 days. That's if we're including the 6th. Are you including the 6th? Or are you...
I mean, we gotta get out of the city on the night of the 6th.
Yeah, I guess at 6
Oh.
wouldn't. Would that because we'd have to walk out and prepare at nighttime.
You'd probably want to like leave around like morning or noon, and then
Yeah.
like, because if we're walking there, or well, because we're staying until the 10th, yeah, like I would just say on the 6th we just step out
So 11
Yeah,
days.
I don't
away
think.
from town.
Yeah,
So 11
6
days, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
And if nothing happens, we go back and we do the other however many days.
Alright. 11 days it is.
Hmm.
So, all of you now have 11 days to proceed doing whatever it is that you so wish. Let's start off at the top. Mr. Artemis, what are you up to during these 11 days? What do you get up to? What kind of shenanigans do you pursue?
We do a little crime. No.
No, I mean, you can.
I was wondering,
No.
like, could
We rob
Ours?
Van Blue.
oh shit,
Do you want
No.
never
to?
mind.
I'm no longer associated with any of you. Darcy
It'd be
leaves
pretty
the party.
funny.
It would be pretty funny, but also he's on a DC that's not on that list.
Let me guess, 36.
His DC is 35.
We really have to carefully plan, and we have to like knock them down a peck.
If you do it manually, you wouldn't have
So
to be against the DC.
when it comes to
Yeah,
training,
we'd be up against a whole bunch of other DCs
Oh yeah.
Mm.
and a certain CR level.
when it comes to training,
Mhm.
what is it like a general or like kind of close rules for like weapon proficiencies?
What exactly are you trying to do? Just tell me.
I want to train with the old hand cannons, Jake. I wanna train with
You want to try and become proficient in hand cannons.
specifically like probably the 6-shooter pistol.
You will actually get firearms proficiency.
Oh, I mean, if it's an all-encompassing proficiency, even better. But I was mostly just aiming for like maybe one. But if it's an all-encompassing, I'll go for that too. I don't care.
Might as well.
I feel like if you're gonna learn a weapon, you could just pick 2 weapons that you can learn during that progress instead of all encompassing. That's probably too much.
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
knew there
Like
was a big
multiple
list on there, so I was like, I
No,
mean, if you're gonna give me all of them, I mean, I'll take all of them. I don't care.
No, we'll give you 2 of your choice. 2 weapons of your choice.
Let me look.
And they have
on
to be
here.
the very similar weapons if you're going to be training
Yeah,
for
like
them.
yeah.
Yeah, like they both have to be firearms, or like they both have to be rifles, or both have to be like shotguns or whatever. So
Yeah.
if you wanted to train the hand cannon, the other weapon you could also train for would be like shotgun or musket.
Yeah, I was more just memeing on the hand cannon, but it'd probably be because that's two-handed, and that ain't gonna fly here. I was probably gonna say like the pepper box, and then like let me see if I can find a one-handed one here.
The pepper box and like a flintlock pistol or a double barrel pistol.
Double barrel pistol sounds badass. I'll do that.
Okay. So, Artemis trains pistol. So, first of all, you need to find someone with proficiency in the city that has proficiency in those 2 weapons. Give me an investigation roll.
Oh no. It's Jover, fellas. It's over. Investigation. Oh yeah, the big +0.
If you fail this roll, I will say that you will not be able to find anyone within Malagos to train you, and you could choose something else. You will not have wasted your first day. 17. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And you do find someone. He's like very eccentric, kind of strange half. You're pretty sure he's like a gnome of some sort. He's acquired these, things, and you've heard random blasts and things from nearby neighbors that have been informing you of him. And you kind of like, show up, and you walk into his workshop after knocking a little bit. He lets you in, and you see it's very clean. It's very neat. It's very tidy. There's a variety of like flat metal sheets upon which you see a lot of deconstructed weapons, and they seem to be all sorts of different makes. The majority of them are just standard weapons, knives, swords, pole arms, axes. You see a few crossbows that have been deconstructed into like perfect pieces. Even the bowstring is like wrapped around a small piece of wood. And then in one corner, you see what appears to be 2 guns. One, a rather large gun, of which you very much notice is some sort of like musket or like a large cannon of some sort that seems really powerful. But it's been deconstructed. It's entirely different pieces. And the other thing is a small pepper box, of which you see the 6-shooter barrel, and kind of revolving, the actual revolving mechanism and the various different pieces have been completely taken apart and kind of placed on top of the table. And he regards to you, and he seems to be proficient in it. He knows how to use them. He puts it back together expertly and extremely fast, and kind of looks at you. So, you want to learn guns?
Yeah, specifically the ones that can be held in a single hand.
Okay, come here. Let me teach you. And then you will have to begin paying the 25 gold to him to begin learning.
Is it 25 gold per day or just per
It's 25
week?
gold per progress.
Okay.
So, are you going to focus on it exclusively for the next 11 days?
Yeah, I have nothing better to do other than get my long rest stuff back. So.
What is your intelligence modifier?
0.
Yep.
You have it right there with the investigation check.
So, after 7 days, on the 8th day, you begin to make double progress. However, I will require you to make some rolls. Specifically, I will need 11 rolls. Give me the first 7. For this, you will be making ranged weapon attacks using your dexterity, and only your dexterity, not your charisma.
Yeah, I mean, I can't use charisma anyways until I'm proficient with it, technically.
You are also not proficient in these weapons, so yeah, it's only dexterity.
So I'll just do a dex check.
Dex checks, please.
Let's see. 1,
1,
2, 3,
oh, that's
4,
20.
5, 6, 7.
Okay, so
Kind of
the amount
bouncing up and
is
down
1,
there.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've made 6 progress in the first 7 days. In the next 4 days, you speed up more. However, there's been 2 complications. Roll me 2 D100s.
2.
Oh, no.
Do you want me to do them separately or just together?
Separately, please.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Can't wait to see.
Oh, I see what I did wrong.
18. Oh, that's bad.
Oh, no.
87. That's good.
Wow, you got a minor bad and a minor.
Yeah.
I'm just assembled alternative.
So you actually, in the first 7 days, you actually gained 7 progress, which is good. So on that one day, instead of actually losing progress, you thought you had broken the gun, but in fact, you didn't break the gun. It was actually just jammed. He teaches you what a jam is, and you kind of realize, oh, okay, cool. However, on the other day, which you rolled a 18 for, the gun actually just straight up explodes in your hand, as you unfortunately loaded it incorrectly, and well, let's just say some of the powder got out and sparked in places where it shouldn't have. Roll me another D20.
Just a straight D20.
Yes, before you roll. On a 10 or lower, you get some sort of injury. On an 11 or higher, you lose money due to the explosion of the gun. And you will have to pay fines for it because he wants that thing back. You get an injury. Thankfully, he doesn't make you pay for it because you got injured. Now!
Man, first down time,
Woo!
already injured. Let's go.
I'm really hoping you only shot yourself in the foot.
It's literally just I fire it and like my entire hand just gets
roll me
combust.
a
Artemis comes back.
D100 for severity.
Artemis comes back on the
Okay,
last day.
that's not bad. That's not bad.
It's not the blade of
That's
half
not-
speed, it's the half blade of speed.
That's not bad. You suffer a -10 to your movement speed for the next 1d20 days. Actually, 2d10 days.
You said how much speed?
minus 10 feet of movement for 2d10 days.
Oh god, he is the blade of half speed.
So you do shoot yourself in the foot. Thankfully, it's not terrible. Okay, only 8 days, which means how many days did you get in the first one? It's like literally on the second day, actually. So you're entirely recovered by the end of this downtime.
Okay.
Good.
I was about to say, I mean, if
No one will
anything,
ever
even
know.
if I was about to say, if anything, I have my lizard now, so like, you know, movement speed debuffs ain't no thing anymore.
True.
Hop on the lizard, let it do the work.
Yeah, thankfully, no big deal. However, now that you have made 7 days of progress and you have 7 progress, why don't you roll for me the other 4 days? 4 days. These ones you will make double progress. On the case you roll a 20 on a double progress, you get 3 progress, not 4.
And it's just another dex check.
Yep, still just another dex check.
So 4.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well,
One
that's good.
mishap.
So you make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You make 7 progress in the next 4 days, and you have a mishap. Roll me a D100.
Yeah, let me write this down real quick. You said 7 on these 2, and then how much in the first week did you
7.
say?
So you have a total of 14.
7. Okay. If I can find the thing there,
Yeah, you can just put it
I'll
in your own notes.
put it down there. Yeah. D100.
36. Neutral effect, minor detrimental. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's see. You, while at the shooting range, decide to do, you know, a little bit of a trick shot. You're shooting between your legs, looking down the range, going bam. Unfortunately, the bullet didn't land exactly where you wanted it to land. And you hear someone in the far distance's window shatter.
I'm just doing this outside.
You're at a range, and there's a
Okay.
thing that covers like the back of the range, but you missed it. You missed the entire backboard of the
I'm
range.
sitting here thinking like in regards to my city, just someone out in the middle of the street doing that. I was like, what?
No.
But
There are specific archery ranges, and you're at an archery range just with a gun.
Gotcha.
Oh Lord.
Someone comes to investigate, and they're like, "What the hell are you doing?" And one of the guards comes by, and he's like, "Okay, all right, you broke someone's window. Come on, man, it's not cool."
I'll just reach down and give him like 10 platinum and just.
Oh,
It's a window.
I feel bad.
The older gentleman kind of takes a look at the 10 platinum. Oh, okay. He takes it and he just walks away. The guard looks at you and is like, "You didn't, you know, the fine was gonna be like 15 gold, right?"
You know, as someone who grew up in not, you know, a rich family, I can sympathize.
You want to donate?
They
some
need
for
it
me?
more than me.
Well, I'll take some too if you're giving it
literally
away like this.
You've literally paid his entire life savings. I hope you realize.
Yeah, I gave homie like
People
a year's
rarely
worth of.
see
Yeah,
a platinum. You
I was
just
about to
gave
say, I
this
gave
man
homie like an
10.
entire year's worth
Yeah.
of payment.
Yeah, 150 gold's a lot of money. Like, it's
That's
not a supremely large. It would be equivalent of like, you know, probably like $1,500. But
That's still a month's rent.
yeah, like
And
you've
this
given
is-
this man
And this
a
is
lot of money.
this is a presumably a pre-inflation time period.
It's
So
like,
that's like the rest of the guy's rent for the rest
like
of
if
his
you
fucking
think
life.
about it, like commoners live like third world country prices, like
They live
you know,
in
it's
silver
$3 for a
copper.
meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they'd be living off like a small amount of money.
Yeah.
It's literally
And by the way,
like a gold for a full meal.
yeah, and by the way, I pay 25 per progress, right?
Yes, it's 25 GP per
Okay.
progress, which means you made 14. 14 is an
Be-
amount. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm doing it here. 350.
On
yeah,
amount.
that's fine.
And I'm out.
I mean, hey, I wouldn't have been able to do that off the top of my head, so you know.
350. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. All right. That works.
Boom. and your 11 days of downtime goes by relatively quickly. And honestly, you do pretty all right.
Pretty successfully. Good job, man.
Honestly,
And let's
14
see,
progress
for
in 11 days. Not bad.
is the amount that I have to meet to get that, is it like any different at all for the weapon in this regard?
Sorry, what do you mean?
Because I'm trying to find the chart here. In order to get the proficiency and whatnot,
You would
I
have
have to
roll
hit like a certain
15
amount of
on the final
progress.
DC. Yeah, so once you
Oh.
hit 30 progress, you have to roll on the final DC.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if it was 30 or if you were going to give me a different number since it was like a weapon or whatever.
Nope, it's the same as a skill/tool proficiency.
Oh, right.
And this would be,
Okay.
if you're doing a weapon, it's just like 2 weapons.
Yeah,
Not
so
the
I
same
mean,
cap.
I'm basically like halfway there then.
Yes, you are. 14 out of 30. I'm doing pretty good.
And you know, I just now realized I might be a little fucking stupid. I could have just taken the gunner feat next level and called it a day, but it's fine.
That is also true.
No, you're
Yeah.
taking Mage Slayer
probably-
next level, remember?
Yes, but I'm probably
Yeah,
gonna end up
Mace
if I do this, I'm gonna take gunner anyways because I'll need it to
Reload as
get
a
by
bonus action
the
or whatever.
I need it to do reload and to ignore
Loading or
melee
or
stuff.
something.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I need to do it for melee is the main thing, but it's
Well,
fine.
guess
I'll
what?
probably
You
get
can
it anyways.
you can get proficiency in another gun as well.
True.
I can get it in all.
Wait,
yeah,
doesn't
but
Gunner give you proficiency on all?
it gives you
guns?
proficiency and everything,
Yeah.
but it's fine. I might get that like later on because I am thinking about taking Mage Slayer later, so it might be like a later thing. And I'll just use it to...
The first time I've seen Mage Slayer actually be a warranted fucking feat.
I don't know the
I'm
amount of times
over.
someone teleports away from Andy.
I'm over it, gentlemen. I'm done.
He's like, fuck that shit. These people
Get you
are
that
getting away
fucking
from
get you a
me
fucking
anymore.
susser bark sword and just fucking anti-magic their asses.
Silent. Just silent.
True. Yeah. Let's see.
That'll be it.
Excellent. So we have Mr. Andy has been completed his downtime. We go to the next person. Darcy.
Yeah.
What's Darcy up to? He's got 11 days in his hands.
Going back to Ardalon, gonna run the shop for 11 days. He's gonna go back to his roots. He's going to fucking de-stress.
Okay. And he's working for 11 days.
Working for 11 days. This is what he wants to do.
It's incredible that this was the choice that was made.
Imagine working to de-stress.
Yeah.
This is what he's wanted to do his entire life. He just wants to have a nice, quiet life.
Hey, I mean, you know, if it works for him, it works for him. Okay. So, 11 days. What's your intelligence modifier?
+1.
+1. Okay. So
it's 6
roll me
days?
6 days, yes. Roll me 6 days of progress first. The DC for this one specifically will be either persuasion or... Yeah, just persuasion.
Just persuasion?
Yeah.
Okay.
The DC is still 10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
4 more?
6 days.
Oh, there's one. It's still above a 10, though.
Jesus. Natural one still counts as a failure.
I figured.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, for 6 days of progress, it doesn't matter because, like, your first day, your second day, your third day. After your fourth day, you complete the 7 days. So on your 4th day, give me another persuasion check for your first week of work.
Okay. Not counting the nat one, thankfully.
Mm-hmm. So 23.
23.
On a 23, you gain 800 GP. Straight up.
Yep. Just a second. I need to remove 75 for the teleport.
Mm-hmm. I will say specifically for you, it will still cost 25 gold every day because you're needing to provide materials and you're actually like selling.
Yeah. I'll remove that from the overall.
Mm-hmm. So that's what, 4 days?
Yes.
And then you still have 7 days. So your first day as the 7th day on like that next day is a failure. So roll me a complication first.
Mm-hmm.
Even 100. 85. Nothing bad happens. In fact, another progress is actually made on that day. It's not a full loss. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
It would be 5 progress on that day because it would be past your 5th day or 6th day.
Yes, it would be.
So you need 1 more progress for your next day.
Mm-hmm.
Or 2 more progress, sorry. Roll me 2 more persuasion checks. Or 1 more persuasion check. So let's see if that takes you over the 7.
Because this would be day 8 that we're going on to, no?
Okay, so that is 7 days of progress logged. So you would be good, which means bada bing, bada boom. Roll me another final check. Persuasion, please. Ooh.
Jeez.
Oh, that's
That doesn't cause a
unfortunate.
complication, though, does it?
It doesn't cause a complication. However, for that, it means you only... This would count as a 1, so you only get 100 gold.
I'll take it. Slow week.
Yeah,
For slow couple days.
Okay, so that's day... Sorry, let me double check how many days it's been. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Was
It's been 7
yeah,
days.
that's day 8 right there. That's day 8 right there.
Yes, that's day 8 right there.
I've got 3 more days.
3 more days, yes sir. Give me 3 more rolls to see if you can get that. Because
And I'm
each day's
still
progress is
still
already
earning.
doubled.
Yeah, I'm still earning double here.
So you just need 120. So that's 2 progress. Okay, that definitely, yeah. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 progress. You just need 1 successful roll, and then you get the 7 days. Yeah, you're good. Roll me another final check for your persuasion. 27. It's pretty good. You get 15.
That's very good.
Jesus Christ. Well, there you go.
That's 3,841
Mm-hmm.
gold.
It's not bad at all.
I'm not going to have any troubles financing my god prisons, am I?
Well, for money, no.
For money, no. Materials, maybe, but
All right. Darcy completes his with relatively low complications.
and 11 times 25. I'll do the math myself.
Mm-hmm. Lyra, what are you up to?
I was probably going to look for a skilled martial teacher so I can work on my what's it called? My weapon mastery, and so I want to get more accurate with my strikes.
So you want to get +1 to hit with weapons?
Yes.
So skilled martial teacher. Okay, give me an investigation check.
No, Lyra's stupid.
The DC was 10, so you're fine. Because you are in a relatively large city that is well known for having decent people. Decently skilled people, that is. Skilled martial teacher. Yeah, you honestly find one without too much of an issue. You kind of go to the guards barracks, you speak to them, and they're like, actually, they actually turn you away because you were
What the
wanted for
fuck?
murder.
What the fuck?
No, that got paid off.
Oh yeah, it got paid off, but that doesn't mean they have a good opinion of Lyra.
That's a good point.
They know me?
Yes.
Can I convince them?
The DC was 10. But then I remembered you killed someone. So the DC got changed.
Would Lyra have talked at all about what she was planning on doing?
No, not really. Lyra's
Are you going to try and convince them?
sure.
Okay, let's set you up in a situation then. Lara, you've gone up to the guard's post. You can see that there's currently what appears to be a man and a woman sitting inside of the guard's post. One is currently sitting at a table, just kind of like going through what appears to be paperwork. He's honestly looking like he's just pissed off. His armor is a little bit looser than it usually is, and he's just writing with an ink and quill, just writing random pieces of things. You can see that he is notably writing what appears to be bounty notices, either bounties or specific things in relation to people that are wanted, or creatures that are wanted, or specific events. He is not taken kindly to you asking to be trained. The woman, on the other hand, is standing off to the side, and she is literally like currently in the midst of a grindstone, just grinding her short sword, looking over amused.
Come on, it was. It was all an accident. If it truly was murder, I would have gotten a much more serious sentence, don't you think?
His quill stops. He dips it back into the inkwell, kind of looks up at you with just like disapproving eyes. Look, I don't care whether it was a mistake or if you did it on purpose. What I care about is that it happened. You killed someone in the city, and you have the audacity to come to a guard's post to ask to be trained in further violence. I'm sorry, but that's not normal. You're very lucky you had the backing of our Lord. If you didn't,
Well, yeah.
you'd be arrested. I'd have thrown you in jail already.
Well, you kind of ignore everything that I've done for the city, including saving your lord's life, but...
We're not ignoring it.
Yes.
He is the one who's paying back that goodwill. I'm just a regular person on the ground. While I'm incredibly appreciative of you saving his life, it doesn't stand to matter that your current sins all of a sudden or your past actions in saving the city all of a sudden make your current sins not real.
Like I said, it was an accident. I've already repented, and like I said,
repented.
Yes. And what would you like me to do to repent? Huh? I'm not exactly the lord of the city. I don't have infinite wealth.
It's not about the wealth. Show that you care about the people. I will personally train you if you do.
Fine. I will show you that it was just an accident. I truly am remorseful. I will bring a member of that poor man's family to personally vouch for me. How does that sound?
I would rather you stay away from that person's family. Go help other people who don't know who you are. Provide assistance. Give them a better day. Help an elder cross the street. I don't know. Something. Bring back evidence that you've actually genuinely contributed to the community, and maybe I'll change your mind. Or I will change my mind then. But as of this current moment, it's hard not to look at you and have a bit of a sour taste in my mouth.
Fine. I will spend my time to helping those less fortunate. And maybe you'll see, maybe you won't see, I don't know. And then maybe the gods can at least forgive me.
He kind of shrugs. Lets you go.
Okay, Lara's gonna do community service.
Okay, so for the community service check, sorry. How are you going to help out in the community? Depending on what you tell me, I will change what the actual skill you'll have to use is.
Well, she's gonna probably try to rely on her strength, as that's her. So she's good at probably things such as repairing poor people's houses and stuff, and you know helping people move stuff around, maintenance, walking old ladies across the street. I don't know.
Okay. Just give me a general athletics check for this. The DC you have to meet in order to be considered to have someone who will vouch for you is 17. And each of these will take 1 day. Okay, so you only lose 1 day. Because at the end of the first day, there's a bunch of people who are like, "Oh, thank you, Lyra, for helping me."
Nah, I'm gonna do it for all the days. I'm fucking
Oh.
tired.
You're committing to it.
You're gonna have
I'm trying to
whole
absolve
fucking
myself of all
you're gonna have a whole
responsibility.
fucking cater of people vouching for you.
Okay. So you're going to spend all 11 days continuing to practice and doing community service.
Yes.
Okay. Roll me another 10 athletics checks.
Ooh.
Oh no.
I think that was all of them.
Count.
That's 10.
So one more.
You need one more. Okay. Roll me a D100 for the complication. 78. Nothing detrimental happens. That's just you don't get any progress. Okay.
A little bit higher, you knock an old lady down, but you carry her around the rest of the day.
I could accidentally kill another person.
That's what would happen if
That
you
would have
rolled
been a
one.
1 to 5.
1 to 5, you kill another person.
You accidentally push over like a
Nice.
wall that's like on a building that's being torn down. It just collapses and crushes some poor sap.
Yeah.
Some poor
I accidentally knocked down the wall of an orphanage.
Oh, God.
kid.
Honestly, there's a lot of praise and a lot of love within the city for the 11 days of just genuinely helping and contributing to the actual city itself. You get a lot of gifts from just random people who appreciate the assistance that you've given. Like, some of them just really enjoyed your presence, being able to help them lift some things that they just couldn't do themselves. Some of them just had their opinions changed ever so slightly in regards to specifically Greys and specifically you. It's been quite a few very interesting things. Let's see how many progress you made. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Does
6, 7, 8, 9.
does Lyra by chance find herself fixing some guy's window?
She does. As it happens, she does. You actually get paid a decent amount of money from just the random bits of community service and the random bits of gifts that you get. In fact, so much so that I will have to roll something. Give me uno momento.
Oh no.
Whatever money I get, I donate it to the orphanage.
Aww.
Jesus.
And then meanwhile, we jump to Varus, and it's like, what are you going to do? I'm
I
going to
steal
rob
from
the
the
orphanage.
orphanage.
I
I'm
steal
gonna
from the orphanage.
I'm going to do crime and steal from the orphanage.
Yeah. So you do get an amount of money. Like, there's a bunch of copper, silver, and gold, of which you donate back to the orphanage. And the orphanage gives you one thing that they have no way of using, that they literally, there's no point in them having it. So they give it to you for use. It is specifically a spell scroll. It is a 4th level spell scroll. Let me go find the spell itself. Give me one second.
Now, what are they doing with that?
It's just something they had lying around that one of their
They could have sold
that one of the
Oh, what's
orphans left, like came back. They gifted it as an item, but of course, there's no spellcasters in the orphanage, so they
You
couldn't
could have
use it.
sold that for a decent amount of money.
That's some other guy's like origin stories, you know.
Yeah,
Some
exactly.
orphanage just went out there and is now making a name for himself, but you know.
But they saw it, so they gave it to
They
Lyra.
drop off a 4th level scroll. Nobody has it identified for years.
Yeah.
Some poor sorcerer kid finds it, reads it, then suddenly there's a fucking Balgara in their living room.
Summon greater demon.
Oh god, it's not summon greater demon, which is good.
Yeah,
because
Lyra
the
can already do that.
Yeah, Lyra can already do that. The spell is actually locate creature.
Oh, interesting.
Hey, if Artemis's brother ever teleports next to us, we'll know where he is.
Wait a minute. This assumedly former orphan gave them a scroll of locate person to an orphanage.
Yep.
He wanted them to find their parents.
Yeah, if I gotta find your parents.
Oh. Baru.
That's a
Let it be
little
a
fucked.
let it be a battle royale between them all. Whoever wins gets the scroll.
That's a little fucked.
Well, there's
It
a reason
doesn't
they
find
gave
the
it to the
parents. It
orphanage.
doesn't find the parents that would adopt you. It finds your actual dead.
Oh, I
parents.
mean, it wouldn't find the shit since it has like a range of 1,000 feet.
Yeah,
you know,
I know.
so.
Hmm.
Their dad went to get milk, not across the street. He's out. They're gone.
One of them just links to Van Blue. We're like, what?
What?
I searched for my dad. It says he's up on that hill. Oh,
It just walks straight up to Van Bloom's like, I don't remember this happening.
If you give me 100 platinum, I won't say a word about this.
let us live with you again. And we'll call it even.
No, Van Bloom has no children.
That he knows of.
Yeah.
No, he has no children.
I know, I'm joking.
As
I've yet
you
to
know,
hear yet in that state.
Is that why he's a wizard?
yes.
Fucking nerd.
There's a reason he's a wizard.
Fucking weed.
Stop studying the book and start studying some bitches.
Fucking hell.
Oh, the poor guy. But yeah, you get this spell scroll. One of the other items that you get donated from a random older adventurer that was assisting you is a potion of greater healing.
Good shit.
And that's it.
He throws out his back a day later. Fuck, I wish I could've-
Oh, my potion of greater healing! Oh! No. He's actually very fit. He was like early 70s, but honestly, that man could take down a fucking bull. Very healthy. But yeah, let's just say your community service has increased specifically. Yeah, it's succeeded, and specifically, it's increased your influence and has done positive effects for the Grey Wardens' influence in Malagast specifically. Which is good. So Artemis trained pistol, he got 14 out of 30. Darcy just made money.
Another thing, just like a small thing that Darcy would have done is left a note at his sister's place that he's in town if she wants to talk.
Yeah. You pass by her place several times, and she never comes.
In that case, there's another person he'd visit at some point, but that can wait until everybody else is done with their downtime.
Mm-hmm. Helped herself. All right. So,
Jake,
what's up?
so for like the stuff that I gained over these past 11 days, like the reputation and whatnot, is that something you're just gonna remember, or do I have to write down like a number or something?
I will note it down, but you should also note it down. Just be like, I have decent rep in Malagost, and Greys are doing better in Malagost.
Okay.
Something like that.
Until that group of Greys come in and destroy everything that you've built.
Well, you win some, you lose some,
Oh
right?
my god, another Greys here. They'll help us. What? No.
Nah, we here for the money. But yeah. So you go through all of that community service, and also, in addition, you would get a discount from the training, and your training speed would start at 2.
Nice.
The discount's not very steep. It's 5 gold per day.
How impressed is this guy?
He's like, all right, fine. You've shown your dedication and your actual care to the community. It's been nice. Thank you.
It was kind of fun, actually. I probably would do it again.
He kind of just looks at you. You've not really participated in communities before, have you? You're very selfless.
Well, I don't really get many opportunities to
Right.
be selfless.
Very
I just
well
kind of point to my eyes, yeah.
Well,
Well,
if you're willing to genuinely help out around us, treat people well and kindly, you are welcome here.
thank you.
Don't go showing off to his family. He's got a... Just because he got brought back doesn't mean his nose was fixed. He's got it's like bent the wrong way.
Yeah,
If I was him,
understood.
I wouldn't want to see you. So, I'm just saying.
Understood. Lesson learned. Don't accidentally punch people.
Or at the very least, if you're going to punch someone, don't kill them. Restrict
Right,
yourself.
right.
Train your strength.
Well, I guess that's what training is for.
Get going. I have paperwork to do. Right. But yeah. In the future, discount, and you start at 2. But only for your next thing that you're training.
Okay.
Okay. Very cool. That's Lyra. And next, let's go to Varun. What's Varun up to for the
Okay.
11 days?
He would study at the library if he could. But
There's other libraries.
is there, Jake?
There
Is
Not
are.
in the city, but you
In
can.
the city?
You could traverse to other cities to use their libraries.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Unfortunately, you are banned from this library. And the
Wonder how
library
that
within Malagost would be considered a large library. Actually, no, sorry. Yeah. Malagost and Malagost, Liana, and Freereach are the only places that have large libraries.
Not Umber?
Umber? No.
I thought Umber had a pretty sizable one.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, probably. Yeah, Umber would have a large library. You're right.
They're like
A little
the
bit.
they're like a bastion of modern technology.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yes, Umber would also have a large library.
Ooh. Okay.
So, if you wanted to do a large library, like a hard research or immediate, like, you tell me what you want to research, and then I will tell you whether it's an easy, medium, or hard. Or you could do it the traditional way of you just going in every day and rolling a check just to see if you can find any sort of relevant information, which you could do.
Okay. I think he will try and look at the Sins of a Devil and see if there's any other ways to extract it other than just selling your soul.
Essence of a devil. Okay.
Yeah.
And you are specifically looking for other methods to acquire the essence of a devil.
Yes.
Okay, this would be a medium research activity.
Medium. Okay.
Mhm.
Could he also ask Varus to talk to Aliri? Allery?
Mm-hmm.
To talk to her alchemist friend
Oh,
for information too?
yeah. Potentially, yes. Also, I think like 20, 40, 60 would be too long. That's too much progress. I'm going to shorten it. So instead of 20...
There's only so many books in there, Jake.
That's true. So instead of 20, 40, 60. But, you know, there's a lot of books you got to go through. Some of them is, it's hard, man. It's hard.
True.
Baron's at college. Why he's got this?
Oh man, not not good.
Okay, so it's going to be, instead of that, it'll be 5, 10, 20.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
I think that makes way more sense.
Okay.
So yeah, this would be a medium research topic. And since you have 11 days, chances are you could probably find 2 pieces of information related to the subject.
So I think he'd ask first and then move on after that.
Okay, so he's going to ask first. I'm going to make a roll for them. You have your sending stone is with Allery, right?
Yep.
Okay. So that makes it easy. Was it her? Or was it them? Oh, yeah, that's that. Okay. Give me one moment. Gotta check what this be. Nature?
Arcana?
Alchemist supplies check.
Oh no, this would be Arcana. AR.
Yeah.
Be an intelligence-based Arcana check.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But most Arcana checks out.
Yeah.
I hope it's intelligence based.
That's 24.
Oh my god, there's a name. I see a name in a
No,
picture.
no, you're not supposed to see
Where you
this.
can see them, we know who they are. I'm gonna stalk them on Facebook.
What the fuck? Damn.
Let's be
what a
real.
odd thing to do.
Let's be real. It's hardly the worst thing Veyron's done.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's got the equivalent of Facebook in here, Liana book.
Ballet book.
True. Yeah, no, she gives you a little bit of information, specifically telling you that through Varus, the essence of a devil is not necessarily that it's hard to get, or that you need to get a deal. There are other ways to get it, though she is currently not aware of any, because she hasn't used any of it, and she hasn't had a need to find it. She
Okay.
knows there are other methods that, like a full-on contract. But unfortunately, she didn't roll high enough to give you the exact details of what you would need. Because DC, if you're just rolling, is much higher than the DC if you're actually doing the full research.
Right. Yeah, okay. Irion will use that and he'll go do some research. Is the fee to teleport to the cities all the same? Or is it?
It's the same for every use. It's 75 base and then plus 5 per person.
Okay.
Per
So-
extra person, I thought.
No. It's 75 base plus 5 per person.
Okay.
Not per extra person. It includes
You know, you could,
it's 80 gold to use it by yourself.
okay. I just think Veyron would also go to Ardalan then,
Okay.
because he's familiar with the place. He's been there a bunch of times. Where he goes clubbing.
Ardalan is a party city. This is true.
The clubbing
it?
hotspot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ardalan? The city is rich with music, food, and entertainment, as it is much more an
Right.
entertainment capital than it is a trade capital. The currents outside of Ardaman are quite strong northwards, making for easy travel to the Reach. Yet their mode of transport back to Ardalan is a much more grueling and dangerous road. Most merchants prefer the land route from Reach to Ardalan. Blah, 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 blah. Right.
Uh-huh. Everything,
and yeah, I have so much shit written that I don't think anyone has ever read. It's fine. But yeah, Ardalan. So what are you doing in Ardalan specifically?
So he knows there's a library there, right? He's been there.
Oh yeah, there's a decent library in Ardalan. Like, it's medium sized. You would be able to do medium research in it.
Oh shit, Veyroon, we can save money.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll carpool.
Yeah, so we'll split it 40 even both ways.
Yeah.
So we're both only spending 80.
Okay.
You guys are carpooling with the teleport circle. Okay, sure. But yeah, you get to Ardalan, you begin your research. So, roll me some checks. Specifically, this will be investigation.
Okay, he's rolling flat, so it's gonna be rough.
The DC is 10. So, good luck. 13. 15. That's 2 passes. That's 3 passes. It's a failure.
Should I roll?
Bound to be
you do
one.
that after. Okay. Oh. So that's what?
My question is,
6
how do you
days,
get
7 days.
injured in a library?
Let's do 8 days.
Okay, that's 7 days.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go for 8, 9, 10, and 11. You might as well do all of them.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Ooh, okay.
It's pretty half and half, right?
So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. What's your intelligence modifier?
0.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you get 4 progress, and then that 14 gives you double progress. So that's 6 progress. That 17 gives you double progress. So that's 8 progress. So total, you have 8 progress out of 20. Or sorry, out of 10 required.
Oh, that's so close.
You're very close. You have
I mean, with these D100s, you might get it.
4, 5. You have 5 detriments to roll. 5 D100s.
You just gotta roll 2 of them above an 81.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Oh shit! That's pretty.
I can't wait for you to explain how you lost a hand researching things.
Bookcase.
He just
Crushed my
collapsed. Yeah, I
arm.
was about to say, the entire bookcase just falls on his ass.
Okay.
I want to imagine that Veyroon is also like Darcy would have offered a room for Veyroon, so one of these days he just comes back horrendously fucking injured.
Well, he currently has 1 HP, so... No, Veyroon. So what happens is that during one of the first few days you get there, you're like researching, but honestly, your mind gets lost within these books, and like you just lose track of time. You look up and you realize, oh shit, it's like midnight. Thankfully, this library is open 24/7. Though you go back to your book and eventually you fall asleep. You wake up in the morning missing several things.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Specifically, let me go look through your inventory.
Oh no.
Okay, go for
Oh no,
it.
look, the amulet of Heen.
Oh yeah, shit.
Where did you put your amulet of Heen?
It's inside my coat, so it's not in my bag of holding. That's separate. So I'd say like I have a bag of holding.
Uh-huh.
Carrying like most of my stuff now.
Inside your bag of holding.
No.
Okay. Well, you lose your signet ring.
Oh shit, that's like.
Oh, that's
Almost
not
quite
good,
big.
actually. That's actually really
That's
not good.
bad. My God.
You lose the 500 GP diamond.
Okay.
They just stole one of our extra lives.
And you also lose your shield.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm good.
I got contacts on the guards for you.
Other than that, yeah, you're good.
Oh shit. I mean, I could use locate object and find those. couldn't I?
Yeah, if they're within 1,000 feet.
Okay, how much is 1,000? How much kilometers?
1,000
1,000
feet is
feet
like
is a kilometer.
300
Is it?
meters. No, it's not. It's like 300
Oh, wait, no, right,
meters.
Right.
It is 300 meters.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like
That's
300
not,
meters. It's
that's
nothing.
Never
not
mind, sorry.
huge. Yeah, it's pretty small.
It's like a few blocks.
1,000 feet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is like 300 meters, isn't it? Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the Imperial system. I hate the fact that I was taught the Imperial system. Because I'm trying to do fucking Imperial to metric and my brain keeps fucking forgetting.
We hate them. We hate the Imperial system. I'm sorry.
We hate the Me Too. Hey, yo, you heard it here first.
We hate the Imperial system. There you go.
Okay. Ah, shit. I need that ring.
It's
Well.
very, very unfortunate. What do you need
Okay.
that ring for, huh?
It's literally points whether or not I'm a noble.
Yes.
Like it's
Yes, it
Well, you
does.
should have papers as well, but
I think he has a scroll. I think that's what the
hey, you got a
pedigree
scroll of
is.
pedigree and a ring.
no, that the pedigree is my like to show I'm a priest.
Oh.
No, it's not.
No, that's what you get for a noble background.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Is it?
that's a noble thing.
Is it?
I
Yeah.
think, yeah. So
You get the
Pedigree
signet
is
ring
like-
and the noble. and the
pedigree is like your birth history.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't help enough.
What the point of a signet ring is a quick marker for those poor saps back in the medieval ages that couldn't read, and also to stamp the wax seal on letters that you sent.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which you no longer have.
Okay. Can I do one ping of locate object?
On the signet ring?
Yeah.
Yes, you certainly can. So you try to ping your signet ring. It is no longer within it is no longer within 1,000 feet.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, he tries it when he wakes up and he's like, shit.
Yeah, you go through all your stuff, you're like, oh shit, you're missing a diamond, you're missing a signet ring, and for some fucking reason, your shield.
Okay. I think after that he'll keep most of his
That's the
stuff for
thing.
Darcy.
That's the thing, though. It lasts for 10 minutes.
True.
During those 10
But
minutes,
then
there is no
10 minutes, you can only walk like a mile at most.
Yeah,
right?
you can't walk very far.
No.
Yeah.
Can't walk very far.
No, but it covers more area than your eyes.
But yeah, Varian, you go for a walk or like a quick jog, nothing.
Okay. Yeah, I think after that he'll keep his stuff at Darcy's place. He's like, shit.
I can put you in touch with someone who is. I can put you in touch with someone at the guards who keeps an eye out for fenced objects.
Yes, I need it. Can't believe it. I've been dead drunk on the streets. I haven't lost that ring. I lost it in the library. This is
in the
why.
library. Are you kidding me?
This is why I never entered the library as a student. This is specifically why.
Wait, which
Libraries
library
full of
was it?
cheats and stealers and liars.
Wait, which library was it?
There's two main libraries in Ardalon. I'm guessing you probably went to the larger, more well-known one.
Yeah.
Don't do that one. That place is always filled with. It's always filled with people trying to get all the rob the students blind that are studying for their bloody finals.
I can't believe it.
The other one is not 24/7.
That library will get a strong letter from me.
It's gotten plenty of letters from everyone in the community. However, they're not stopping it because it's a state-sanctioned one, and the state wants it open 24/7.
Damn
For some
shame
reason.
you can't stamp it with the seal of a noble from the south.
Sorry, but I need to go visit. I need to go visit guards anyway. So, come on.
All right. As you guys try, just give me a persuasion roll, either Varun or Darcy.
I'll do it.
Okay.
And then also an investigation roll from either of you.
I think I'm better at that.
And yeah. You've seen my investigation rolls. Oh shit.
Roll me a d6, Varen.
Okay.
Well, two things turned up, luckily.
Hmm.
Things that were being fenced that were kind of fucking weird. One was a shield. The
That
other was a
happened.
signet ring.
Oh. Was it my
Jonathan,
signet ring?
You want?
It is yours, yes.
Oh, yes.
So you
Phew.
get your
And
signet ring and your shield back. And it is your shield, you know it is. However, that 500 gold diamond is gone.
oh, yeah, shit, that diamond. I'm gonna delete that.
Eh,
Oh, Darcy, I don't know what to do without you. If I came back home without that ring,
you would have been in. You would have been in some hot water. Yeah.
yeah.
But look, don't worry about it. It's nice to be able to help out with something mundane like that instead of what all we've been dealing with lately.
You got very lucky Darcy was with you.
Loses it the next day again.
That
Because he's still
Look,
got
how about it-
4 more rolls.
is true. You still got 4 more.
Yeah.
Okay, Varian, I want you to give everything but the clothes on your back. I will keep those here.
All right. I'll just give you most of my stuff. Maybe a couple gold, pocket change.
Yes, keep some gold on you. That library does charge a fee.
Okay.
All right. So you begin studying at the other library. And I need 4 more complication rolls. Okay. Nothing bad
Nothing, right?
happens, but no progress is made.
Oh,
That's
Here we go
Oh.
again.
Oh my
go.
fucking
That's the
Christ!
worst one.
Oh my Christ!
Oh no.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Shit.
Mayroon just turns up at Darcy's door, drunk and naked.
Oh no, Kay, how did you manage to roll below a 10? Twice!
That's just how it works.
We just need to
What can I
have like
say?
a permanent like bell on Veyron that
Here's the
whenever
thing,
he
though.
walks
Here's the
away.
thing, though.
you know?
That's the very bad one.
Yeah, I know.
That's the worst one. It could be a permanent injury.
I think Varen would look cool with an eye
I like
patch.
Jake watching Jake's face here, where he's just trying to like,
He's
shit,
like, what
how
do
do
I do?
how do I do this? Like, does the library just fucking blow up or something?
Artemis's brother shows up.
Reason hunting Veyru. Not
Why would it be
Artemis, hunting
Veyru?
Veyru.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh fuck. Roll me a D100.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Okay. That's not
Okay.
bad. That's not bad.
You've lost your tongue.
No. He's
Oh.
good.
Okay.
Has he lost his signet ring again?
No.
That's in my safe at my shop.
Yep. So what happens with Veyron is that Veyron, you've got a lot of books in front of you. As you're kind of studying, kind of going through them each carefully, reading through each, scanning some and going through them. And you kind of pick up a book and it feels way heavier than you had expected. And you're like, okay, that's kind of weird. But, it seems intriguing. And honestly, it seems like it's got some sort of something on it. It seems to indicate a lot of information, specifically in regards to what you were searching for. In essence, devils. You open the book. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, no. That sounds.
Oh no.
scary.
It's a trapped book that no one had ever opened before.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And I roll saving throws on the sheet.
It's the second. So like on your actual stats, it's just click your stats and then it'll allow you to. It'll prompt you to roll a save.
Oh, so is he using the legacy sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's,
second access.
Hmm.
Oh shit, that's bad.
Okay.
Oh no.
His next level is Warlock.
Well, your next level is not Warlock. However, you do fall unconscious.
Oh.
And when you wake up, you're still where you are. Something doesn't quite feel right. Something really feels wrong. As you
Who the
glance
fuck
down at
tra-
your arm, you look at what appears to be this massive leech that is currently attached to your left arm's bicep and is just like sucking on it.
Can I tell what the heck this is?
Give me a nature check.
Oh shit.
Holy shit.
It's not from the fucking material plane. That's very obvious.
Artemis! Artemis!
Not in this city.
Okay. I think first step is always the church.
You see a librarian walk by, look at you, look at your arm. He just fucking faints on the spot. Like the man.
Yeah.
Can I just say, 3 people, all they've done is work and train. Someone trained with a firearm, and you got the worst of it by
I was about
reading
to say,
books.
the worst I got was like I accidentally nicked myself in the foot, and I was just like, oh, whatever, you know. A few days, I'll walk it off, literally. And then the homie goes to the library, nearly gets half his
Some
shit
of the
stolen,
devil leech.
and then the
Oh, man.
next day summons an infernal leech.
Okay, let me see. Do I have anything?
No, it might be an abyssal one. Who knows?
Isn't this not even the first time that this has happened to him?
We need
At the very beginning.
He can't go anywhere.
No,
Literally,
come
Beirut
on.
needs to be watched
Beirut needs
24/7.
one of those one of those little kid backpacks
The
that go around there.
leashes.
Yeah, like has the
Yeah,
leash
yeah.
coming out the back.
He literally can't
Emily,
do anything.
Emily, what were you saying?
This isn't even the first time it's happened to him. It happened in Free Reach too, didn't it? He
Oh,
he got
yeah.
a little thing stuck to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
And
the
it's happened
crab-
when I went
the crab
when
thing.
the fucking
yeah.
thing that I was
Edward
attaching
crab thing.
Artemis.
Yeah.
Right! Yeah!
Oh.
and it blacked him out if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you failed your save and you
fucking
blacked
took over
out.
Beirut's brain for a little bit.
You went to say hi
Oh
to
my
Artemis,
god.
and Artemis killed it and freed you.
You got a problem with otherworldly things sticking to you.
Dude, oh my god, that was like, oh Jesus. Whew.
Fucking A. That's
Okay.
That's great.
Well, you run to the church. Which church do you go to? Which god?
He goes to Fale in his church. That's the one he'd go to first because he knows it.
Okay.
Jake, question, just for the sake of like my mental picture here, how big is this leech?
Oh god. Dude, it's like this fucking big.
Oh,
Oh
Christ.
man.
Like it's
It's been
massive.
going. Homie was out for like 2 hours, and that thing got like, he gave it an inch, and it took a mile.
I love the immediate fact of not trying to get it off of you.
Here's the
Immediately
thing,
like, I've got to go to the church.
Here's the thing, though. You got to be very careful with a leech.
Oh, give me a con save, Aaron.
If a
Okay.
regular leech can make you sick if you remove it improperly, this one definitely fucking will.
Oh shit.
Okay. You start feeling lightheaded as you walk into the church. And you can tell that your own skin is much paler than it's supposed to be. As you walk in, the priest immediately starts casting spells at you. Well, specifically at the thing on your arm. Yeah, after about like 15 seconds, the thing dies. It falls off of your arm, and then your arm starts bleeding. It's not a little bit of bleeding. It honestly looks like there's an artery that got nicked, and it's like spurting blood.
Yeah.
It gets sealed
I'll-
instantly by their healing, which is very good for
Okay.
you. What is not very good for you is that you look on the ground where the popped leech is, you're standing in a pretty big puddle of what you're pretty sure is your own blood.
Yeah.
Anybody who is within the church, watch you faint. As you wake up, you unfortunately do lose some stuff because you failed both of the saves.
Oh man.
You lose a -1 to your strength permanently.
Oh man.
Ooh,
Oh, no.
Oh shit!
this is rough. That means I can barely hold the sword and wear my armor.
Yeah, what's your
Does that fuck
current
with the
strength?
armor? Does that fuck with the armor you just had prepared?
No, I have 15, but that's like I can just barely wear it now.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's these, or he needs
Could be
15
worse.
strength for a lot of that.
Could be worse.
I will say that this is your permanent injury. However, you can recover that lost 1 strength.
Where's my one like greater restoration? Where's that thing?
It requires more than greater restoration. I think you would have to cast on yourself heal or regenerate.
Or
did it
there's
get from a devil?
also other fucking thing. Relaxation.
Or you can go and do the relaxation downtime, yes.
Okay.
Which requires a progress of 30.
Well, the 30
Uh,
is the guaranteed removal. Each
Yes.
tick of progress allows you to make saves against detrimental effects that are affecting you. However, this is a permanent effect, so it does require the full 30 days to get rid of.
Yeah, but I need strength. That's rough.
Yeah, so yeah.
What do you even roll to relax?
Oh, you don't.
Still got
There's no rolls. You just
I
relax.
force myself to relax. I relax extra hard.
That's not how
I'm
it works. There's no rolls for relaxing. It's just 30 days of progress. And it does still double the progress as you continue, but there's no rolls. So there's no way it becomes detrimental.
okay. You've got one more D100 roll to make.
Okay, I'll roll one more.
Is it just one? I thought he had more.
Oh, he had 5, but he's rolled 4.
He's only rolled 3.
He's rolled 4.
Has he rolled 4?
No.
The first one was the first
Oh,
one.
no,
was the
yeah.
9.
You
Yeah,
did
no.
roll 4. You did roll 4. So you had the
Yeah.
9, you had the 67.
He
you
got
had the
robbed. He
5,
got the leech,
and the
then
71.
nothing happened.
Yeah, 71 is the nothing. Yeah, one more.
No, 71 was the leech occurring.
Yeah,
Oh,
That-
yes,
that
you're
was-
right. So you've
that
only
was
rolled
what-
3.
yeah.
Then he's only rolled 3. I need 2 more.
I have one more. Right?
No, 2 more.
No, he's rolled 4.
1.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He rolled the 9. He rolled the 5.
He rolled
Yeah, but he
the
failed
9. He rolled the 5 out of 6.
Okay.
and
Oh,
7.
right. You're right. No, he's rolled 3. He needs 2.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
thought I had.
82.
Oh.
Oh, that's actually good. You make 1 more progress.
Oh
So,
wow.
I think
You only need 1 more.
you only need 1 more.
Oh wow.
Oh my goodness.
This is rigged. This is
no.
absolutely rigged.
My boy. My boy.
There's no way.
The universe doesn't want you to live, or at the very least, doesn't want you to cure your sister.
After this, we can't let him leave ever again.
He
I
will
just want
never
to point
go
out.
back to the library ever again after this. He
I just want
will.
to point out, mathematically speaking, this is the same as if he would have rolled 3 nat 1s in a row.
My God.
Like this is honestly rather impressive, and like the
In a
saddest
very
way.
In like a
unfortunate way.
macabre sense, this is impressive.
Oh my god.
Faerun, maybe you should just retire and like
Maybe you
call
should
it
give up
He
on your
will
sister.
do, like, this is just rough.
I think your sister's a lost cause. Clearly, some divine being out there wants her
Clearly,
to
Foul
die.
Lane doesn't want this to happen.
I'm so sorry. Okay. There's a reason I made it 5% because I was like, okay,
Yeah.
you know, it would feel really fucking bad to have happen multiple times.
Oh my Christ.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Well, oh boy. Oh,
D100 to determine what happens.
oh god. Oh god. Okay, well, Varun.
This- Are there
Sorry, I'm just
complications
like
with the leech arm?
my brain is going blank. I'm like, how am I supposed to do this? I was like, fucking.
Another leech.
Okay, well, what happens is that while Darcy is sleeping, someone breaks into his house. Nothing of his is stolen. Some fucking reason. 99% of his belongings get left as is. A tiny little statue gets taken, like a wooden doll,
Oh.
like a small wooden doll that's worth like
I
5
wouldn't
gold.
imagine
Gets
it.
taken.
I wouldn't imagine it's of Veyron.
Yeah, sure. It's a Veyron.
Oh, damn it, my ex. My dirty, stinking ex. She knew I was here. That
Wait, you have an
bitch.
X?
I have too many to count. You know how old I am? You know how many exes there can be? For how old I am?
How old are you?
What year is it? I am.
473 post plague.
Yeah. I was born right after the plague ended.
Your climber's kit is gone.
Okay, let me start deleting stuff.
Your ring of warmth is gone.
Oh shit.
Oh,
And your
That was
splint
actually a bad
armor
one.
is gone.
Oh my god, I'm naked.
It's a good thing you're getting a replacement tomorrow.
You also happen to have lost the obsidian bastard sword.
Oh my god,
one of our side quests.
Yeah, I was about to say, that was the side thing. That's not. It's over.
It's fine. That guy will be killed by Drow.
Oh, I feel so bad. It's like, you know, it's not
No,
gonna
don't
happen.
be. It's no,
It's random luck.
honestly, it's truly unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is.
Maybe I
It's
should have
everyone's.
maybe I should have reduced it by 1%. He wouldn't hit those either. He wouldn't hit either of those if you had fucking reduced it by 1%.
No, you should keep it. You should keep it so other people will hit it. Maybe just has to relax. You guys will do all the training.
Fucking Christ,
Oh
my
my
guy.
god.
Kay, I think you officially have worse luck than Andrew at this moment, at the very least.
Hold up. We haven't even gotten to my turn yet. Don't say
That's
that.
actually a very
You're
good
gonna jinx
point.
it! You're gonna jinx it.
All right, Andrew.
Red.
All right, Andrew.
Okay.
Go for the gold.
Let's see. All of these are gonna be failures. All of these are gonna be failures, and I'm gonna roll 11 under 5.
Well, Varun,
Yeah.
you're at 9 out of 10 progress.
Okay.
Although struggling, he didn't even get the knowledge he was looking for.
Imagine if I just
Can
roll
we give
another.
him a penny progress?
You know what? I will give you the pity progress because you rolled 2 fucking 5s.
I don't want to be done with this. I've been coming to the library for so long.
Now has a new flaw where, like, whenever you
Okay,
money in
here's
the
the thing,
premise
though.
of
Here's
a
the
library,
thing,
it's actually just a coin flip.
I want to imagine. It was the same fucking guy both times that stole your shit.
Oh my god.
Can we just say it was one of Abrams' ex-girlfriends that really just hates him?
Sure, you get a calling card that's left right beside your where your chest piece would have been, like your chest armor. Your what was it, splint or whatever?
Yeah.
Something.
You, you get a calling card. It's like a single dried rose petal, and you're like, "Fuck, she always wore rose perfume or rose scented perfume.
Uh,
It's her. It has to be her."
You need to
I
you
knew
need
it.
to make up this. You need to like actually
Oh.
write up the story for this woman.
Oh,
Okay,
This
I know
woman.
you're aware.
Valeris. This
Oh,
bitch.
God.
I knew she would come back.
Valerian.
Valeris. I just made up that right now.
Okay. Yeah. Evil ex Valeris. Lives in Ardalan. Hates Faerun. Oh. Oh god, I'm in so much pain. I'm so sorry. Okay, alright, let's write this down. Faerun.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm gonna make up some horrible things Varun has done to her in the past.
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
this is going to be justified vengeance.
Yes. I'm gonna justify.
Varun learned 2 pieces of information about. Well, let's just say that on your way back, you were like, "Oh wow, absolutely fantastic! I found the pieces of information that I was looking for, specifically in regards to the Devil's Essence." You were gonna go back and tell Darcy about it. You know, you go back. Darcy's like, "My window's been smashed."
I just went out for lunch.
Okay. And I'll tell Darcy about my evil ex.
Darcy's just picking up all the pieces of glass that he can find and casting mending on his window.
Honestly, yeah, like the pieces of glass were relatively large, and there wasn't like really small fine debris. So you're actually, you're pretty good to repair the entire pane. The 2 pieces of information, Varun, that you find specifically in regards to the Devil's Essence is that 1, a devil, when they truly die, when they are killed permanently, will drop Devil's Essence.
Whoa, 100% drop rate. That's pretty good.
That when they die, their soul enters a form of which other devils can absorb. You will have to find a way to harness that form specifically, but you will also have to find a way to kill a devil permanently. You are also aware that to kill a devil permanently, you have to do it on their home plane. The Hells. As for your second piece of information, the essence of a devil can also be attained by making certain trade deals with a devil. It doesn't have to be a contract. You don't have to sell your soul. Devils deal in contracts. The contracts doesn't necessarily have to be the price that you pay being your soul. It can be other things. You can pay for contracts a variety of different ways. So long as the agreed upon price is paid, the contract is completed. And
Would
when a
you like
contract-
this amulet of an elder god?
And when a contract is completed, it becomes completed unless there are specifically terms on that contract that says it extends past the completion of said contract. So you can make a contract without having to sell your soul. But the devil's in the details,
Mm.
so you have to be careful.
Okay.
But yeah, that's your downtime.
That was a lot.
Okay.
Good
Mine
lord.
is the most eventful, I guess, even though
I would say
I-
easily the worst, but we still got 2 more to go, and who knows?
Oh my goodness, okay. Let's go.
Well, it could have been worse. You could have rolled more, I guess. Oh god, I don't want to say that. Hey, Varus! What are you up to, Varus?
Well, I want to learn a very specific language that only one person can teach me.
Yeah, Vestel?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm just like, oh god. Okay.
Truly ashamed that it's just a base intelligence check. And I don't know if you're gonna keep what you said last time, but I think you said it was reduced by 2 just because I've got a plethora of languages already.
Yes, you get a bonus of +2 instead.
Yes.
Sorry, not like +2
Oh.
or -2, whatever. So
Like
on your
plus
checks,
2 to the
you'll get a
roll?
+2 to your roll. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. For just the last one or all of them?
All of them.
Okay.
Sorry, give me 1 second. Very learn 2 pieces of information.
Okay.
Okay. What was your crazy ex's name?
Valeris.
Valeris.
Valeris. Okay. GP.
Yeah. Yeah, I wrote vengeful ex-girlfriend.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So yeah, Varus, give me some rolls. What's your intelligence modifier?
2.
2.
2.
Well, that's pretty good. So after 5 days, you'll pop back into
Yeah.
2 progress.
Yeah, but yeah. It's a shame I don't have any skills with just a base +4 on. I've got many with +3 and +5, but none of them with just +4, which would make rolling this a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
But int check. Ah, lovely. So it's an 11.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's a success.
so I gotta make that one. Oh,
That's not a success.
All right, 1, 2. Gee, yep. Okay, cool. We're getting exactly what I thought was gonna happen.
Mm.
Oh, cool.
Okay, that's 3.
Cool.
That's 2 successes.
Lovely, awesome.
Jesus fucking
Oh,
Christ!
let's go.
Jesus
What is it?
fucking Christ!
2, 4, 6. Yeah, 2, 4, 6.
So you have 6 successes. You have 8 successes. 9 actually. That's 9 successes.
9.
That's 11 successes.
Yeah.
That's a failure.
Well, 11.
That's a total of 13 successes and 4 failures. It's not terrible.
Could be worse.
That's pretty bad.
You need 30 progress, so you've made 13. I need you to give me the couple
1
of
second. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3.
I'm just thinking, how the fuck is a 5 gonna happen on you trying to learn a language from Vestel?
Well, I guess we're gonna find out.
Vestel gets very upset and just stabs him with a fork or something.
He
Doesn't he
goes,
have
to,
more
he goes to the wrong Vestel.
I think I have 16 progress, by the way.
Is it 16?
Uh,
Am I doing
yeah.
the
You
math?
didn't add the,
Oh.
you didn't add the extra +1 after 5 days.
Ah, right.
Yeah. Would it be a 4 if it's doubled? It's a
No, it's 3.
3? Okay.
So if you get
Yeah,
a
but
20,
16.
and then you also have the double progress, that's a total of 3.
Yeah. I think it's 16.
Yeah, okay. 16 successes then. Boom. There you go.
Let me write this down real quick.
Roll me 4 complications. It's a very high likelihood nothing bad happens. It's a 40%.
Stop saying that.
Don't say that.
It's a 40% chance.
Stop saying that. When you
Bet
talk
you
about how
anything?
good the odds are, that's when the odds go down.
Bet you anything right now? First one, gonna be a
No, that's impossible. There's no way. It's a 1% chance.
Oh,
See,
man.
That's
There's
that's
a one
not
in
bad.
there.
It's a neutral
Okay.
effect, detrimental. Someone
Nice.
hears you saying this language out loud while you're studying with Vestel, and the two of you get like death glares within Melagast. Like you're just kind of like chilling in your own area because you guys don't own a place, so I'm guessing you're like you're at a cafe, a library, somewhere where you're studying. In
Well, not a library. But
well, somewhere. You guys are going through the language Estelle is teaching you, and you get like a death glare from someone. You're not sure why, but like a couple of minutes later, a guard gets called on you. And as the two of you are sitting there, just in an open courtyard, just kind of having, this talk. Let's say you're in a park. Right. The guard kind of wanders by. She looks at the two of you. I don't mean to be a racist, but
it's never good in a conversation when you start with that.
are you two vampires?
No.
You've got the sharp teeth and the pale complexion. Do you mind showing me your teeth for a moment? And the language you're speaking, it's not normal. It's very uncomfortable for a lot of people around. So I'm just, would you mind?
It's going to get us in trouble if we are.
Oh, no, I'm just going to ask you to leave and probably hope that you don't come back, even if you do.
You're being kicked out of a park because of the way that we look.
Yes.
Doesn't mean to be racist. Proceeds to be
That sounds
more
pretty racist.
racist than the entire noble family of racists.
That sounds pretty racist to me. We weren't doing anything wrong.
But you're vampires. And by nature, you're bloodsuckers. Right?
What's this person's race?
They're a half-elf.
Time to hurl some slurs back.
Don't do it.
So I'm going
Right.
to have to ask the two of you
Goodbye.
to leave.
I fucking leave. I don't give a
I guess I'll leave too.
Okay.
It's fine. Don't worry. I can plan a crime on them next.
Good idea. I'll help.
This is true. Yeah, you managed to successfully leave, though you do get some looks.
Need Veyron to write a strongly worded letter like he did to the library in Ardalan.
Oh yeah, he
So,
definitely wrote that letter. He wrote that.
Oh,
letter.
so yeah, so that's the thing. Darcy definitely would have given everybody an update as to the sheer amount of bullshit that is occurring in Beirut.
Love it. I guess I just have a blatant question. If we're
Sure.
technically in like approval rate, would mine just now be like neutral? Because I helped stop that mugger that one time.
Yeah, yours would be
And then
like
someone just decreed.
neutral.
Okay, cool. Just curious.
I think Vistel's probably wouldn't be affected too much, given that you're the one learning from her. And like through the game mechanics specifically, we're talking.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
game in the end, so I think it would only affect your reputation, not hers.
All right, awesome. Time to roll a 5. 60.
Yeah, nothing
Nothing
bad
happens.
happens.
2 more rolls. Oh boy, another.
You're
another
asked to leave another park.
Well, it's less that you're asked to leave another park. It's just that you kind of start getting confused because you can't really focus on Vestel teaching you. You get pissed off at the person who's like, I don't mean to be racist, but
Virus is vindictive.
So, Varus,
have-
you actually lose 1 progress.
So I'm at 15. Well,
Should have
hold up.
asked
I'm not
for
going to change that.
Yeah, so
a
you
name and
become.
badge.
Yeah, I'm at 15.
You are at 15.
Oh, that's a 29.
Oh.
Look at that. Half
No,
of the rolls
still-
below 50.
Welcome
Let's
to Roman
go.
neutral.
Well, at least it's still a neutral one, and you don't lose too much for it. You and Vistel just get caught trespassing, as you guys are walking at this point. You guys are walking, you can't really, you don't want to stop anywhere. You get caught trespassing into someone's yard, and then, a guard gets called on you, and they're like, you're not supposed to be trespassing. I'm sorry, but, it's gonna be 10 gold.
Sure.
Yeah, they're like,
If I can pay him 10 gold.
yeah, he's really apologetic and nice about it, but he's still fighting you.
That's fine. Yeah, I'd hand him the. Is it? It's just 10 gold from me, right? Because we're not.
Yeah,
counting
it's just 10. It's just 10 gold.
Yeah,
From you.
easy enough. I give him the 10 gold.
Yeah,
easy enough.
He takes it. He's like, I'm sorry once again, but please be more, be more
No
careful.
problem. Honestly, yeah, I'll look out for it. I'm usually pretty good at seeing things. Apparently, this time I was just blind.
Yeah, just Well, to be fair, his backyard's really blurry. It's a very weird line. Property states, and he goes into a really long explanation that you just do not want to listen to. So you're just
Don't worry, I'll remember this place from now on.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
I'm
He
always
goes back, gives gives the 10 gold to the landowner, who's like, and he walks back in, and you can see this guy's probably made quite a bit of money from fucking
It's
people.
time to do crimes on this man. Now remember where he lives.
Do we want another week after the 6th? I'll
Oh
let
my
you have
god!
it.
I mean, technically, hopefully, I'd only need 4 or 5 days. If it's stealth check, I've got a plus 11. So
Yeah, do
the
crime.
odds are heavy in my favor of criminal activity.
True, this is true.
But I wanted to learn a vampire language. God dang!
Which you
Get a
make pretty
pig head
decent
for- get a-
progress on.
Get a-
You are 15 of 30 of the way.
Yeah, I'm halfway through. That's not bad.
It's not
Go
bad.
get a pig.
So pretty much what
Go
I could
get
say
a-
is hello and goodbye.
Yeah,
Just simple phrases.
it's like you've got
I
hello, goodbye. You've started to learn what the difference was between verbs and adjectives and how these things work, and you're like, okay, I'm getting it. I'm starting to understand. You've got the pronunciation. You're at a stage where you can pretend you speak that language, but
100%. I'm half proficient.
yeah.
You're
Other
like an
people who are
intermediate language, right?
No.
That'd be like
So
intermediate.
what happened would be if other people listen to you pretend you're speaking the language, they would think you're speaking that language. But for someone who actually knows the language and listening to you speak, it would be complete gibberish.
You know enough to say I don't speak this language.
And a little bit more.
Don't worry, after I learn this language, I'll have 10 languages learned.
Jesus Christ.
Christ.
But yeah, very cool. To the next person. Vistel, what are you up to?
I think we have 12 days?
11 days.
11. I'm going to spend 10 of those training to get a +1 to say damage.
+1 to damage with weapons?
Yep.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check to see if you can find a teacher. Okay. You do manage to find one. There's a few relatively decent private tutors that are around, and one of them was having a flash sale. So they're willing to teach you some of the progress in regards to, how to hit slightly harder or how to go for a slight, a weak point in a person or, a creature without compromising anything else. So, yeah. You want to spend 10 days doing that?
Yes.
All right. So it would require 50 progress. Each day would cost you 25 gold. And yeah, give me 10 rolls.
What's the role?
This one specifically, because you are already proficient in a weapon, it is whatever weapon that you wanted to use for this. So you could just use Crab Cracker for it.
A quick question.
10 times?
What's up?
Go ahead.
10 times?
Yeah, 10 times.
But yeah, the +1 doesn't stack if you repeat Because like I've got 5 days and then I get that +1.
You don't get
It
more
doesn't
than +1.
stack.
It's
Okay.
only it's
Make it-
maximum +1.
Just curious. Okay, cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. That is 10 successes. Very good. What's your intelligence modifier?
Was 2.
+2. So after 5 days, it doubles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So you've made 19 progress of 30 or 50.
Damn. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And the
I'm
last
jealous.
day, last day, I think she would just want to take a break and see if she can find like some kind of opera or musical theater show to just go to and relax.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Could
Hmm?
I know it's considered probably her downtime as well, but I think if possible, I think Boris would go with just because he's probably bored after learning languages for 11 days.
Sure.
And then I expect you to translate the entire show in this language.
Not happening. Absolutely not.
You can help her with the investigation check if you wanted to.
Do you want me to roll
Or
my
you can
own
roll your
as
own.
well?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Sure, fuck. Roll pretty high, but I'll roll. That'd be pretty much the same outcome.
Not bad. Yeah. What type of opera or show are you guys kind of looking for? Just something chill or just something exciting?
Not
He's at the
something,
mercy of her suggestion.
not something extravagant, but a little nicer. Yeah, doesn't have to be like big production.
Okay. The two of you do find a decent kind of showing of hold up, I have a list. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Okay. You two find a showing of specifically a play known as Trees of the Old Ones. It's an opera that kind of goes through the various different tales and information in specifically regards to the Tree of Life, Yggdrasil, and how three unlikely adventurers managed to find their way into the spirit realm and embark on a quest to save the Tree of Life, ensuring that life and death remain in its delicate balance. The entire story is absolutely, honestly, it's fantastic. Very well written. The dialogue is beautifully performed. The actors, well, one or two of them aren't like, as talented as they probably could be. But other than that, fantastic. A beautiful
Anytime
showing. Oh, sorry.
Anytime someone's off cue, I'm like, off cue. Got it. Just because my ears are so good.
Yeah, just in your mind, you're like, I think that guy missed half a beat. Ugh.
Yeah.
Next level into Bard.
Yeah, right.
But it's
I
very
think the whole time Vestal's very, very like drawn into it. She's really enjoying it, but she also looks kind of sad. She's taken off her hat and she's kind of like stroking the feather that's in her hat while she watches the whole time.
Also, it costs 15 gold for entry fee.
Sure.
It's the arts.
But it's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's fantastically written.
I think obvious Bart notices, doesn't say anything about.
Yeah, she's definitely doing it like subconsciously. So she's not trying to hide it or anything.
Trees of the...
We get out of the show. I'm pretty sure like 3 or 4 of those people were off key. Just a little bit.
It was still great.
It's definitely a lovely distraction.
Glad I got to see one finally. Always loved opera. Well, as long as I can remember in the past
Well,
year.
I will definitely say it is my first time going, so it was definitely something interesting.
Next time, don't focus too much on the off notes.
It's very hard. My ears are very fine-tuned to noises, and I can just kind of hear when things are a little bit out of whack.
I don't know. I think you should learn to just enjoy it.
That is never going to happen. Not for a while. Most of my life is spent not enjoying things and
Well, that's why
being
you
on guard.
That's why you gotta learn.
If you are willing to try to teach me, be my guest. I can't assure you it will go well.
Just have to find another show whenever we're in the whatever town we're in, and then try again.
I'm sure I'm willing to
No,
try if you are.
seem so like serious. You gotta learn to enjoy some things. You've lived a hard life.
Yes, exactly. And experiences show when you've gotten this far.
We'll get you there. Don't worry.
I think literally a combination of both having the alert feat and the observant feat makes it so paranoid all the time,
Consistently
stressed.
overstimulated.
consistently on guard.
24/7. True. But yeah,
Makes sense.
he is the watcher of the
There's a
group.
reason I built them that way.
I mean, he's had to be on guard for a long
Yeah.
time.
Exactly.
That's rough.
But yeah.
Well-
Uh,
I can't wait to see Veyron when he gets back.
He looks a bit gaunt and pale.
he looks
Did you turn into
real
a
fucking
vampire
pale.
while you were gone?
No, there definitely would have been a message to the others about the leech.
Yeah, he also assumes that his ex put the book there.
Man, Artemis, you really should have gone with Veyron. I think he really could have needed you.
I kind of like step out, like, what?
Apparently he got sucked on by a leech from like an infernal book or something.
Some kind of devil leech. I have no idea.
This is all through my sending to them
What?
because that's free.
I imagine this is on the last day.
Yeah, I'm sure we're
Oh,
all
meet up.
reading about.
Yeah, like at this point,
What?
I was literally gonna say, at the end of the 11 days, all of you meet up once again, back in Malagast. Remember, you have to pay
Jake.
your travel to Ardalon and back.
Yeah, let me pay it.
Yeah, already remove that.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
were you trying to do, Varen?
Also, Jake, I did send you a message.
Oh, did you? Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah,
Oh no, I saw this.
Oh.
I saw this. Yes.
yeah, I figured.
Yeah, I was just looking at information about the essence
You
of a
were reading.
devil. I was reading. And
I
look
woke
what it
up
got
and-
me. I will
I
never,
woke
ever
up in the
study ever again.
I woke up in the middle of the night to a priest banging on my door about all of this.
What? But were you trying to
You know,
summon a devil?
Yeah, were you like in just a random bookstore?
No,
Because
that-
if so, I summon my blade, turn around and face the wall.
you can sense devils, can't you?
I gotta
Look,
squint my eyes.
Artemis, the priest assured me that it was all fine. I mean, the man that assured this was the one that officiated my mother's second wedding. Probably her first
Another
one as
thing to
well.
Go into.
What an oddly
Are
specific occurrence.
All right.
Yes, my father
you.
died and my mother remarried.
Not you. The man who got sucked on by a devil lead.
Honestly, I don't feel amazing. I feel very fatigued. I
mean, you
I
look
don't know.
like shit.
Yeah.
I asked him to pass me a few things, and he did struggle a little bit. So, yeah.
I'm sure I can still do what I need to do.
At the very least, you can go pick up your armor now, right?
Yes. Should be ready.
You know, and here I was thinking that, you know, I'd greatly fucked up by accidentally shooting someone's window.
Well, I guess to be fair, I didn't do anything bad to other people.
People were racist to us, so you know.
Really? I mean, why? You look, both of you look like you're some variety of elf. I feel like elves are rather common here.
You're
Well, we were
humanoid.
speaking the weird language that apparently every vampire can speak or something out in public.
Wait. Oh, hold on. Back it up. You were speaking the language of vampires. Now, that I don't have an issue with. You know, if you can speak it, pop off. However,
By the
they
way, that might.
recognized it?
By the way,
Apparently,
I think that might be a loon language.
Oh, loon language.
all I can tell you is a guard came up to us and just said, not to sound racist, but
It wasn't that they recognized the language. It was more that the language sounded so fucking weird that they were like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. Plus, it would look suspicious. Two pale people speaking weird language, sitting together, like.
The guards said that we had pointy teeth and we were really pale, and then kicked us out.
Well, that's
Just
just
got
not
kicked out
nice.
for being pasty.
Wait, they kicked you out of where?
a public bar.
Well, that's
Can they
even
do
worse.
that? Insane.
Apparently.
On grounds of disturbing the peace, I guess, but that's a very
We need to
shaky
start a
accusation.
riot for to spread awareness
We're not
of this
starting a
racial
riot. We
injustice.
pissed Van Bloom off enough.
I like the sound of that.
There's also,
I'm
there's also a man. There's also a man in the city who, like, his backyard apparently isn't fenced in, and if you step on it, you owe him 10 gold. I'm thinking of robbing him eventually, but just to let
Wait,
you
why-
all know.
Oh, well, you didn't have to say that. Now that we know, now
You
I
can
have
try to
testify
stop me if
against
you want.
you. Now I have to testify
We'll
against you.
distract the
Come on.
guards with a riot.
Wait a
Then
minute.
you
He
just
doesn't have a fence at all. And
No,
if
it's
you
just
walk
completely
through it,
open, and if you walk into it, you owe him 10 gold.
are
All I
guards
can tell you,
just
all I can tell you is the
lying
guy
around
was very
waiting?
apologetic about it, but he handed the man the 10 gold, and all I heard was him laughing and walked inside.
Is he a
So he owed-
noble?
No, I don't think so.
Was he a noble? Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
No, he was in a very decrepit part of town. Like, it wasn't super decrepit, but it was like not, you know.
But what?
Exactly right. So he deserves it. He deserves what's coming to him,
Well, no, he's
which is getting his money stolen because he's stolen a lot of money from other people.
No, I'm not going to say whether or not he deserves it. I am going to say it's an incredibly stupid idea on his part. And you know, if someone did happen to at night, someone who's very, very stealthy and very good at moving about at night, and just happened to walk into his home and take what he took, I mean, all I'm saying is it'll be a cold day in the Nine Hills when I testify against someone
Seven hells.
for 7 hells. Sorry, numbers and letters. 7 hells. It'll be a cold day then when I go up there in front of the court of law and tell them, yep, you know, he did it. I knew it. He said it. So, you know.
Yeah,
Go for
actually, I'm the opposite. I am bound by law to.
But he's
follow
also
them.
stealing from other people.
Well, I mean, we don't know that. You were the one who broke the law.
That's not,
Technically, you broke the law. And you paid
You
the
know-
fine for it.
Technically, if you want to say I broke the law, normally there would be like a fenced-in area to show that I could not walk there.
Well,
it
maybe
sounds like
can't
he's
afford a
just-
fence. Like, you just say you live
I
into a
doubt that.
country place.
I mean, you get like a couple fines like that off. You're bound to afford a fence. I think
It was
he's just
also
gaming the
10
system.
gold, by the way. for just walking.
Kind
Oh yeah,
of.
no, he's just gaming the system. That's just tyranny.
Exactly.
Now,
That's
right?
insane.
Exactly.
Viva la revolution! Just go for it. Take him out.
Hey, I won't
Not
tattle
kill him.
against you.
I
Just
can't.
don't let me hear anything about this. If it happens, don't tell me.
You keep saying that, and I can't help but think that is like. I mean, surely your god is aware that you are hearing all this and then saying that you're turning turning away from it.
Maybe that's why all the bad things happen to you.
Like, don't they always say that like idle hands are like a devil's plaything?
All the bad things happen to you because you were like, I know you're planning on killing your parents, but I'm just gonna look the other way.
Okay, that's all. I mean, as long as I don't hear anything about it, I'm just gonna pretend I don't know about it because, well, murder is a great sin, according to Farlane, and I don't want to hear about it.
That do what? Aren't there cops
No.
of war?
There's
Well,
a
to be fair,
difference between murder and
There's
war.
a difference between killing
Is
an
there-
enemy in battle and killing an enemy who can't
Yeah.
defend themselves.
Nah, I don't see the difference. Both of them leading someone dying.
True.
I always thought
I would also
that-
like to just say that they have killed someone who wasn't even fully like raised. They killed a baby. There's got to be
Well-
some grounds for this being okay.
Well, I don't know. That's just vengeance, and vengeance is not okay.
I would beg to differ. There's plenty of people out there that are sworn to vengeance. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, and I am not sworn to
Vengeance against
vengeance.
the right people is fine.
No, that's just not true.
It's called
So
justice.
you're saying that the people who
Yeah,
killed
that's
a
just
child
indignation.
before he could grow up, they could grow up is
Pure
perfectly fine.
speculation. I need some direct evidence linking
You
the
say- You saw the baby bones that were chained to a wall.
I always
No.
thought when
could
I
say-
took this oath.
You don't know if it's both.
Baby
mother-
bones
the-
chained to
Would you
a
say
wall.
families in on it? Would you say they're guilty by not doing anything?
I will let you
Yes.
know right now, both my mother, my father, and my elder brother tortured me for years.
Even if they didn't do anything to them, if they locked them down there and they died, that's still on them. That's
Yeah, I
still
think
grounds for
they should-
retribution.
Veyron,
They should
I want
pay
to
for their
point out- I want to direct you to Exhibit A.
Yeah, I
This
think they should be arrested. They
Holy,
should pay for
this
their
very
crimes.
maladjusted individual.
I will
right
not
here.
condone vengeance. I will not say that they should
Listen,
die for those sins.
I'm just gonna say it right now. You've already seen Exhibit A. Exhibit B is very close to Exhibit A. It's my back. And he'll just kind of like remove his shirt again and show the massive gnarly scar across his back that you've only seen one time when the blood rain happened.
Veyron, curious. Your temple order, whatever. By chance, are there people like me, paladins, if you will, that are sworn to an oath?
Yes.
Now, let's assume they're sworn to this oath. Let's say it's very common. I mean, I know a few that I've worked with in the past from my own order and others. Let's say their oath is sworn to, I don't know, vengeance and retribution. Is that bad to you?
Well, I can assure you, no one in our order is sworn to vengeance.
Are you
And
certain?
retribution.
Have you met every single follower of Falain in the
That's
world?
just something Fowlin would not allow. Maybe another god, maybe they're sworn by their own oath. But Fowlin is not about taking lives. Except for war.
Okay, I'm
Casters.
Veyron. You just contradicted yourself in 3 words what you were trying to argue against in 24.
There's different types of lives taking. I will not condone the vengeance kind. That's all I'm saying on this
There
matter.
are wars waged upon vengeance. There are wars waged upon money. There are wars waged upon simple pettiness.
You know,
Look at any war in history and tell me it wasn't about land, money, or petty grievances.
Hey,
just in the future, there maybe just if you absolutely have to, I wouldn't want you to go against your god. If we're ever in combat, leave the killing, if you will,
Isn't your
to us.
god married to like the god of death?
Wait,
I think he's the god of war and something else.
I'm checking
He's the
this.
god of death. I just looked. That's why I asked.
Wait.
Married to Artorias. Artorias.
Grave life order. Grave is the god of death life. No, I mean that's different. No, okay. I'm just saying vengeance is not okay, and it's our god is not about starting wars. It's about ending wars.
Oh, which is far more brutal than starting a war usually.
Yeah, I'm just saying. We'll not condone vengeance.
Whenever I first took up this
Isn't war
order,
all
this
about
oath,
vengeance? Isn't that the whole point?
not always,
no,
but
it's not.
it can be, I would imagine. But I always thought that my
Some
oath
wars
was
are
like
about
kind of
vengeance.
restrictive. And then
Well,
we're
certainly
here on
breed
this
vengeance.
conversation. Regardless, in these hypothetical, because obviously we wouldn't want to put you in that situation. These
Yeah.
hypothetical vengeance scenarios, you don't have to be there for them. You can always turn a blind eye if that somehow exempts you of any wrongdoing.
Listen, regardless, we've got to kick his ass today. I pointed Darcy.
True.
Regardless of what happens tonight, that's what's happening.
Okay. We
Yeah.
definitely have to kick his ass again.
Not just yet. We'll try the amulet.
Hopefully, here I am hoping that nothing actually really happens, and we get a nice peaceful night on a full moon where we can just enjoy the sights and
Honestly, please.
continue on.
Paris won't. Can't do anything.
Mhm.
Get to learn to enjoy it.
Man, this is the second hurtful thing she said all week. The spell really just digs the knife deep where it hurts.
Let me put my
What did she
spells.
say the first time?
Something about me murdering a kid.
They didn't say that one in here.
Oh, we've all been there.
We've all been there.
I mean,
About saying
Not a
hurtful
kid,
things
I
or
mean.
about murdering children?
Probably both.
Because I can assure you the
Definitely
second
both.
one is not true.
Well, you don't know that.
I mean, it wasn't a kid for me. It was someone about my age, but details.
Any of the monsters we killed could have been children.
I'm sorry, what?
We don't know. You're muted, Jay.
Whoops. Here's the prompt for a long rest because there you go.
Okay, we have access to external. We're in towns.
Yeah, you guys have access to external, and I'll say that you either, it's too lazy to count for all the food and shit. You don't have to pay.
So
any
like 1 gold a day for food?
Sure, we'll just say
Would that
1
be
gold a
fair?
day for food and water.
Okay, so
How did I
7.
recover 12 hit dice?
Actually, I would say that the 25 gold for your training and all that stuff accounts for your like habitation and stuff.
How did we recover 12 hit die?
Why does it give you 12?
I mean, I've
It
only
doesn't
got 8.
actually give us 12. It just
It
says
just says we've
12.
recovered 12.
Weird.
That's not right.
Well,
I've only got 8.
you've only got 8, so it doesn't matter. I think it's fine. I don't know why it thinks you're level 12. What?
I'd like to be level 12.
Nope.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, no. Not yet. You gotta work towards that. You guys are working
Yeah,
towards
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Eventually.
We are. We'll get there. Soon enough. Man,
Which, by the way, I never mentioned it, but you know, over my downtime, I'm learning how to use a gun.
congratulations. Please don't point it at me ever.
God, I've heard
Oh
about
yeah,
that before.
that's like the first thing they said not to do.
Well, those are the weapons down in Umber.
And
You said you
and
broke
I'm going
someone's
to I'm going
window?
to presume the second thing they told you not to do was look down the barrel.
Well, that goes hand in hand with not pointing it at people, Darcy.
It can't have gone too well because you said you broke someone's window.
Yeah, the bullet ricocheted off of like some post
Is that a
and went out.
bandage on your foot?
Don't worry about it.
Did you shoot yourself in the foot? There's a hole in your boot.
Oh, there is.
I think we're ignoring the fact that Verun summoned a fiend leech that, you know,
No,
was
no, no,
eating
no,
his
no. I'm
arm.
aware. Veyroon had a much more serious cascade.
And there's very clearly a racism problem with this city. Why are we dealing with my foot? That's like the least of our worries.
Yeah.
Darcy cast
Verun
mending.
also has a
Darcy cast mending on Artemis's boot so the hole is closed up.
And the hole closes up with no issues.
I kind of just look down at it.
I mean, I can't go back to
I'm
Ottawa.
going to
My
pretend I
is
didn't
there.
see that.
I think we're worried because you're learning how to use a gun. You're going to be traveling with us, and you shot
Yes.
yourself.
I
Is there a
mean,
also, is there a problem with me fixing your boot?
it implies that I shot myself, which I didn't.
You did though.
Shut up.
Either way, there's a hole in your boot. Needs to be
And
fixed.
admittedly, I only fixed the top. I'm assuming there's a hole in the bottom too.
No.
Lift up your shoe.
I just lift it up slowly.
There is indeed a hole at the bottom.
Yep, there's a hole down there.
Well, then fix it.
Here you go.
Wow, see? I told you my boot was fine. I kind of set it back down. Anyways, yes, I am learning how to use one. And in, you know, counterpoint, Vestel, I feel like, and you may not remember it because, you know, your whole memory thing, but I feel like when most of us were learning how to use weaponry, you know, nicking yourself with an axe, it happens. Accidentally shooting your father with an arrow, it happened. You know, hitting yourself in the back of the head with a hammer, it happens. So why is it any different with a firearm?
My sister did give my father a concussion.
See?
Be fair, that's true.
These things happen.
Yeah, you earn your classes.
Fair point, but knowing you, I'm a little scared.
Whenever I'm done, I'm going to be amazing at it.
Wait, isn't there something with you that causes you to, like, attack yourself, attack people around you?
I kind of sit there for a moment and kind of like think, like,
Right,
Yeah,
your eyes
you
turn
know.
a sort of amber shade almost.
To be fair, though, because in that moment, you know, it's like another mind is taking over. Would they really
Right.
know how to use it?
Your body knows how to use it. And they're in your body.
Yeah. I mean, we
So
can
if we
use the
ignore that,
sword.
it's still a good idea.
Okay, well. I mean, you could hit us with a sword, you could hit us with that gun.
If I'm not
I
possessed
mean,
and you shoot me because of this, I'm going to soak all of your gunpowder.
Oh, that's just unnecessary. Like, you know, you've damaged us quite often, and, you know, I've not ever been like,
Yes,
yeah, you know.
and I'm thankful for that. However, mine can be determined by the lunar cycle.
Yours is when you can't control your bloodline.
You know, I think I'm just getting picked on here for this scenario because I'm blue.
Do not try to wrap us up in Malikos racism problem.
It's fine. I know where we stand now. It's fine.
It's fine. We're all of different races here. We're all friends.
It'll be fine. To be fair, Andy didn't think of the flaw with the firearm and how it might be a bit worse.
Yeah,
honestly-
no, as soon as Emily brought that up, you looked genuinely thoughtful there for a second, and I saw the look of, oh, shit, in your eyes.
Yeah.
You know, really, even if I learn how to use one, you see, learning how to use the damn thing's easy. It's getting one that's hard. You know how much one of those costs?
That's a good point.
15,000, Darcy. 15 followed by 3 zeros.
I'm familiar with the concept of 15,000. Yes.
Okay, I just felt the need to specify because that's a lot of zeros for like
a lot
one
of
item.
money.
That's not even
Mhm.
counting the ammo.
And you want to
That's
use that
true.
thing?
Yeah, it'll be badass.
Well, granted, we do have a rifle that could be fixed up.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
can't use that in one hand.
I'll use it in one hand.
Yeah, use sword in one, gun in the other.
He's turning himself into
Mm.
GP.
No, you could do that. Could you just shorten that rifle thing? Could you just cut it, make it short, and use it in one
I
hand?
I don't think that's quite how that works, Varian, unfortunately.
like-
Oh,
I'm not an
feel like that's-
engineer, but I don't think that would go well.
I mean, even if I could, I feel like it's a felony. I feel like that warrants like 15 years in prison for cutting the barrel on one of those. That's just me, though. I mean,
I mean,
Could be wrong.
are there gun laws? Are there regulations?
it shouldn't be.
that makes sense. That's like breaking a long sword to make a dagger. That'd be crazy.
Exactly.
You know, whenever I'll ask him. You know, I'll get like a shotgun or something and just cut the barrel off. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Let's add a suppressor too.
Oh, shotgun.
Yeah.
There are suppressors for shotguns. They're stupid, but they work.
Also a 4x scope.
Yes, the 4 times ACOG on a shotgun.
A bipod.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to have front row tickets for when I blast someone's spine out.
Jeez.
20 feet away with a sawed off. Won't be anything left. Just a red mist.
There really won't be anything left.
Okay.
Jesus.
Bipod, drum mag,
I'll
ACOG
get
sight.
sawed off.
Drum match. You pump, it swaps the barrels out.
Hey man,
You
there's
just
no
hear
laws against
cyberpunk
it.
theme playing.
I think you missed bipod in that as well.
Jesus.
You need it for the balance.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just imagining some fucking gate card posted up in like a fucking 2-story window, just trying to shoot down at people with the fucking mounted sawed-off shotgun.
You fire twice, and then you have to go off.
Yeah.
Rinse and repeat every 20 seconds.
Well, it'd be something to see, that's for sure.
There's none of the pellets even hit anything. It's just like they drop off like right in front of it.
I mean, it could hit someone.
But yeah, your downtime is completed. All of you
Oh,
have
fucking
recovered.
Anyway, check get my armor. Today's the day, right?
Yes, you get it on the 6th, luckily.
Woo!
Let me go double check my notes. Got a little something.
I sent you one last message, which I'm pretty sure you saw.
Yep, I did see that. But yeah. Yeah. How long was it going to take for you guys to grab the potions? How long was it for the potions? I can't remember.
Oh, I know it wasn't crazy long, but
I think they would be done.
What potions were there?
I don't know if you guys decided to go with it or not.
we
I
did.
think we went with 2 of one kind and then 1 breath.
There was an ice breath potion. There was an ice
Yeah.
restitude potion. There was an ice resistance potion, and there was a true sight potion.
So I think we got 1 true sight, 1 resistance. Those
And then-
2.
From
And
the
then
eyeballs.
we asked, yeah, and for the other one, we asked for like 3 random potions.
Oh, is that what you did? Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Party has decided on 1 potion of ice resistance, 1 potion of true sight, 1 potion of ice, another potion of ice resistance, and 2 mysterious potions made from the tongue. This seems wrong. Is it 1 breath potion?
No, we didn't get a breath because we didn't want
No,
that.
So-
that sounds great.
So
Because from the eye, we got 1 resistance, 1 true sight.
1 resistance, 1 true sight.
And then we asked for 3 randoms from the tongue.
Right, that's what it was. Okay, so my notes are slightly wrong. Oops. And 3x.
But no, we didn't
mysterious
want-
potions.
We didn't want the breath in the other.
Oh yeah, and it was the
Whatever.
7th of Sylvia delivery date, so it was actually not today. It was the next day.
Oh. Then we can't use that on Darcy.
Jesus. Okay. Yes. Let's see. Veyron has paid for a silver dragon plate armor, which will be ready on the 6th of Sylvia. Okay, so if you drag a plate armor onto your character sheet, I'll edit it so that you get all the character attributes that you are supposed to have.
Okay, let me import it quickly.
You should be able to just drag and drop it from the equipment tab. Under heavy armor, plate armor. I like how you have 12 AC without any armor. Ooh, now you have plate armor.
There you go.
Nice. Sheesh. Okay, and this would be a silver dragon. All right, but that will probably be today's session. I'm gonna edit and add all the effects for this. You guys can deal with what you want to do with Darcy next time. For now, just gonna put this in, and then you guys can do your thing.